Okay, let me get in the parade. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm a Lalafell. Hello, fellow Lalafellians. Hello, fellow Lalas. Don't mind me. What a bunch of cuties. Look at them. Their little legs is trying so hard. My God, their little legs ain't worth it. Oh my, let me get some screenshots. I got to have some screenshots. They just so gosh darn cute. Gosh darn them. Let's see, sassy, look at them. How many, there's just so many of them. All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing this morning? I hope you're doing good. I'm doing good. We are live. The quality's excellent. The coffee's flowing. I've got good energy. I feel good. It's 10 a.m. on the dot, sharp, as they say. Just like the point of my daggers. You know, I'm a little ninja. I'm something of a ninja. Hello, fellow ninjas. You know, don't mind me. I'm just here to conquer Eorzea, and that's exactly what we're going to do this morning. Boss Bay's back, and Eorzea's in trouble. We're on a quest, y'all. We doing that MSQ. We level 32. Heck yeah. Big girl stuff only, as is always. Let me get it. I got fresh hot coffee. Allow me to partake. Allow me to have that first sip. First sip, best sip. Everybody knows it. Oh my gosh. Oh my good gosh. Good gracious. Oh, wonderful it is. It's just absolutely spectacular. Fantabulous even. Okay, let's see. Alright. Let me get myself together, y'all. We just got sat down here. Let me get situated and we'll get into it. I'm ready to play some games, some video games. Y'all know about them video games? I'm a video game enjoyer myself. Let's see. Well, look at there. There's Cliffy. Hey, Cliffy. Cliffy says, there's a Lalafell parade in the Sephiroth server on Oceanic Data Center going on right now? All the Lala from EU, Japan, NA, OCE are there. Oh, that's cool. Very cool. That's super neat. That sounds something like, oh gosh, what do they have a little event and WoW, they call it like the running of the gnomes. But I hope you're doing good this morning. Let me get another sip of coffee. Second sip is not best sip, but it is still a heck of a sip. So let's see what we got. Tea for 3. Gisli of the Immortal Flames believes that one of his lookouts may have seen the man you seek. That they might be forthcoming, he provides you with cups of sweet Thonlin tea to distribute among his men at the outpost to the south. Okay, very good. I wonder, I'd like to see that Lalafell. I'd like to see the little Lalafell parade, but let's see. I'm on an NA shard. I don't think I could hop over there. I'd have to like make a character or something over there. Cliffy says, by the way, you really want to do that quest called My Feisty Little Chocobo? That's where you get your What? That's where you get your chocobo to fight by your side? Oh. Cliffy says you can. They picked the Sephiroth so that everyone can DC travel there. Oh, cool. I might hop over there and look at it. Yeah, and I'll do that little My Feisty Little Chocobo quest too. Giga says, good morning, beautiful. Well, hello, Giga. How are you this morning? Right back at you. I hope you're doing good. Glad to see you. Okay, let me get my butt up from here. We're going to get chair sores. Y'all know about bed sores? Huh. You don't want chair sores on your butt. You know, it'd be a terrible thing, a tragedy. Okay, let me see how to get the heck out of here. I think I played, did I not play this last week? Did I skip a week? I might have. It doesn't feel as familiar as it does sometimes. Let's see, let's go down to, oh goodness, Bulwark. Yeah, the Bulwark Hall. Let's go down here. Let's go down here. All right. Let me see. This way is somewhere. Here it is. Big ash crystal. Oh. Giga says, I'm good. I'm enjoying my day off. Doing a bit of mount farms. Since I'm low on mounts. Oh my Lanta. Oh my Lanta. This girl pushing up on 700 mounts. Talking about I'm low on mounts. Oh. Oh. Let me get off my hair. For Pete's sake. Here we go. Why does my nose? I get so tired of the damn nose sniffling all the time. I have a tissue. I'm not some kind of drug addict. Okay. Don't listen to them. Let me get a sip of coffee. The only drug I need, okay, is caffeine. And I be needing it in copious amounts. Okay, let me see. Sephiroth. Let's see if I can visit another world server. Let me see. No. So you might have to give me some more. What is DC travel? Is that different than this Aetheryte thing? Cancel. Might have to. Giga says not to flex, but I just got the keys to the Big G. Oh, what's the Big G? Let me see what that is. The Big G. Oh my god. What have you got, Giga? Holy shit. That's cool. Right there. It's a mythic, killed mythic Gallywix. Probably a random drop too. Cause y'all know Giga probably done killed mythic Gallywix about 50 times by now. Oh my god, I've got to log. Cliffy said I've got to log out. Oh. At the character select, right click your character, travel to another data center. Okay, let me see. Oh my god, we got a sleepyhead. She's got a little pink pillow. Where'd she get that? Oh my god, let me have that. Fucking sleepyhead. Let me get out of this game. Log out. Okay. Dokay. Arda. Chokay. God, shut up. Stop laughing. Get a sip of coffee. Maybe that'll help. Oh, man. I can see it's gonna be a long day. Okay. Okay. I apologize. Japanese. Oh, okay, okay. Let me read that again. At the right click on your character. Oh, okay. Let's go start. I swear to gosh. Why is it so hot in here? I've got the blooming thermostat on 74. I don't know what's going on. You know, 74 is a good temperature. A temperature. And I gotta turn the freaking ceiling fan on. Okay, right click on your character. Okay, here we go. Travel to another data center. Wait, what? Hold on. It's telling me some crazy shit. You must first log out from your home world. Log out from your home world. How you do that? Let's see. Gosh. Get off of that. The little X right there. Let me see. Final Fantasy. How to log out from home world. Okay, to log out of your home world. Okay, it says you need to first log into the game, navigate the system menu, take you back. Okay. Cliffy says, Giga says, we are approaching 700 mounts. Ah! Hell yeah, Giga, girl. You fucking cooking, girl. You fucking cooking. Proud of you. Hell yeah. Let's see. Why does my damn no stuttering. Why does my stream preview keep pausing itself? I'm about to get frustrated. Let's see. Right click. Cliffy says right click and click on return to home world. Gosh, I'm just a silly bitch. It's right there. My God. Thank you, Cliffy. I don't know what I'd do if I didn't have people to help me. You will now return. Okay, logging in will place your character at the aetheryte of your starting nation. Proceed. Easy. Ha! Successfully returned to homeworld. Well, what do you know? Okay, now do the thing. Visit another data center. Boop. Okay, using the data center travel system. Right, I think we understand. Okay, now let me just see. It's on the oceanic one. Okay. It's like it won't let me click on that one. But here it is right here. Okay, materia. Yeah, materia separate. Gotcha. Confirm A. Booyah. And what? What is it? What the fuck is this thing talking about? Oh my god. It says your request for data center travel could not be processed as you have never connected to worlds in the selected region. Okay, it's telling me what to do. From your data center selection screen, okay, I'm taking note. Please select any world in your desired region and proceed to the character selection screen. After doing so, you will be able to use the data center travel system in that region. Okay. Giga says 701 if you count Listral. Well, you gotta count Listral. You gotta count him. Let's see. Okay, so hold on. Right here, and let's try this again, I guess. Right. Materia, Sephiroth. We do it this time? Did we get it? You fuck. Directions not understood. Okay, so let me just do what I had done before. Let's see. Okay, so we're still on the home world. Okay, so Cliffy says go back to main screen. Click on data center. Okay, let's quit this. Data center. And then at the bottom right, Sephiroth. Yes, proceed. Okay. Cliffy says that'll connect you there for the first time. Okay. I think we're making progress. Oh goodness. Now that I've connected here, now that I've connected there, go back to the main screen. Okay. No. We go back, let's see. Go back out. And we go to start and go back through like we did. Okay, I think that's what we do now. Okay. I'm trying real hard. I've only got 2 brain cells. You just have to bear with me. Okay, the character you last could not be found. Please for the connect to another data center for... Okay. Click data center North America. Okay, hold on. Data center North America. Right. Crystal. Proceed. Okay, now we back. Now we do the thing. Now we do the thing. Okay, let's see. Visit another data center because we connected for the first time. This time we should be able to. We go Materia and Sephiroth. Confirm A. And haha! Got it. Natalie from Goblin will be transported to Sephiroth. Please note, hold on, this is several minutes. You won't be able to cancel it. You'll be able to log in with another character. Okay, let's proceed. Boop, just like that. Estimated travel time, less than 1 minute. We got to go see the little lolly fails, y'all. We working hard out here trying to see these little lolly fails. Gosh darn it, I better not be, disappointed. These damn lolly fails better be cute as hell. They better be all done up. Let me get a sip of coffee. Let's see, Natalie. Well, we arrived safely. That's good to know. That's comforting. Very good. Okay, now we're here. And of course we're queer. We're on Sephiroth. Let's see, Natalie. Get on there and log in. Okay, we being processed. The server is congested. Not unlike my nose. 12 players in the queue. They ain't got no damn business. What are they doing on my server? This is my server now. The Sephiroth server. I'm taking over it. I don't care who I have to spank to do it. This is my fucking server now. I got at least 2 or 3 servers that belong to me in this game now. We got players on there. They ain't got no business being on there. I'm gonna have to start evicting them. They're gonna have to pay me a lot of money if they want to stay here. Okay, let's see. We got shirtless boys, shirtless men. Somebody's getting their pillow dirty on the ground. Join Tiny Totoro Manduin's party. This is Cliffy. Okay, hey Cliffy. Oh, very neat. They playing some music. Let me just have a look around. Accept the teleport to Horizon. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes. That's what my girlfriend says to me sometimes, and she just baiting me into choking her, y'all. And not in a good way. You know, she gets impatient with me because it takes me forever to do anything, and she'll ask me a question and I have to think about it. You know, I don't just answer shit all nimbly bimbly. You know, I'm not the type. I'm sort of a thoughtful person. You know, and I don't think fast. I think pretty good, but I don't think fast. You know, she'll ask me something and she'll start this bullshit. Yes, no, maybe so. Yes, no, and I just want a goddamn choker. Oh, and she knows that. Okay, let me get in the parade. Oh, here we go. Hold on. I'm a Lalafell. Hello, fellow Lalafellians. Hello, fellow Lalas. Don't mind me. What a bunch of cuties. Look at them. Their little legs is trying so hard. My God, their little legs ain't worth it. Oh my, let me get some screenshots. I got to have some screenshots. They just so gosh darn cute. Gosh darn them. Let's see, sassy, look at them. How many, there's just so many of them. How come, look, how come not more people that are not, you know, Lalafellian lollygaggers? You know, that's what they really are. But you know, lollyfells like to lollygag. You know, that's why they call them that. I'm not making that up. So, why, I guess people felt like, you know, they couldn't participate in such an event if they weren't a Lalafell. You know, but you can, you know, you just got to act casual. You got to, you know, you got to kind of blend in. I know I'm twice as tall as they are, you know, but that don't mean I'm not a Lollyfell at heart, you know, because I am. I'm something of a Lollyfell. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, the chat's going fast. Unlike our short friends here who are not going fast. These little short kings and queens, look at them. Let's see. Tiny Totoro says, try run up to the top of the parade, see if you can find them. How long is it? How far do they go? Let me get on my whatchamacallit, my chocobo, aka Chocoho. Y'all, I came up with the world's most clever name in Rivals. I'm very intelligent, but I came up with this name for Cloak and Dagger, and my girlfriend, she tried to steal it, but I called her I called Cloak and Dagger Choke and Gagger. Not because I'm a sexual pervert. I'm not. I'm very, you know, virtuous and chaste and all of that. But she tried to steal it. She tried to steal it. But she gave me credit for it. She was telling it to her friends, and she said, you know, Natalie came up with that. And I said, you know what? My girlfriend's pretty cool. Because not everybody would have gave credit there. You know, and she didn't know I was listening either. I was watching a stream. She was on there with her friends playing, and I was just watching their stream chilling. And she said it, and then she gave me credit for it. And I was like, you know what? My girlfriend's kind of a stand-up girl. Wait. Let's see. Toro says, you find out, you let me know. Yeah. I'm trying to keep up. The chat's going very fast. I might have missed a couple of messages. Oh my God, somebody said piss on the Lolo Rito statue? Why would you do? Oh, did they complete? Have they completed their journey? Where do they go? Is this the end of the line? I wish they would keep going. I love, you know, your girl, I be goddamn, I love role play walking. I really enjoy it. You know, one of my favorite things, you know, if you do, you know, play games with your girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever you got, you know, and you do a touch of role play, one of my favorite things to do in a game, like, well, you know, I play a good bit of WoW, and the girlfriend hadn't played that with me in a while. I think she's trying to save a little money, but I gotta turn the ambiance down just a touch. It's kind of up in my ears. Let's see. System config, sound settings, the ambiance. You know, I don't call it that, y'all. That's just trying to church it up too much. I just call it ambience. You know, that's all you really need to call. You don't need to go and say ambiance. You know, that's too much. It's too much. And everybody knows it, but they still do it. It's still a touch. Let me turn the performance down a notch. We'll go down just a bit. There we go. I think that's better. We'll go down just a touch more. There it is. Okay, there's a lot of people here. I'm sitting at 40 frames, y'all. Gosh. But, yeah, so like one of my favorite things, like one of my favorite kind of like dates in a game, other than of course ERP, because those are always fun. But one of my favorite in-game dates is to literally just go and walk a long distance with the person. You know, you just go and you walk from, like, I like to go walk all the way from like Duskwood all the way through Duskwood. And just act like you're holding hands and you just talk about the sights and stuff. And every once in a while you run into somebody and they'll want to role play too. Like if you walk through Westfall to Duskwood, let's see what connects the two. I can't, maybe Elwyn. You can take a long way from like Elwyn all the way to, oh my God. You can take a, what was I saying? The connect, Elwyn, let's see, Westfall connects Elwyn to Duskwood, and if you walk that path, a lot of times on Moonguard, there'll be bandits, and that can be quite fun. You know, if you have a random encounter with a bandit. Yeah. Let's see. Cliffy says they started in Gridania. Oh, cool. They are stopping for pictures. We'll take the boat and end at Limsa. Oh, very cool. Very cool. And there's the girlfriend. She says, I play games with my girlfriend. I love just being with her. Except old school RuneScape. Fuck that. I like new school. I'll be honest, I couldn't really get into either one of them. I think if I was going to play one, I'm actually more drawn to the old school one than I am the new one. But I can't really say that I was, you know, really drawn to either one of them. Let's see. And the girlfriend has redeemed Sing or Else. Last Dance with Mary Jane. Oh my God, please somebody choke her. I've already been talking about choking her this morning. Let's see, which Last Dance? The original one? Is that what you want? Link me the one you want. Oh, hadn't had to sing in a while. Oh, here we go. Here we go. We rolling out. I wish more non-lalas would have come. I walk, you know what? It's solidarity, y'all. We got to let me get off my mount because this is disrespectful. We got to walk in solidarity with the little lollies. The little lollygaggers. Okay, so we're boating now to Limsa. Okay, let's see. What's this? Uh-oh. Right here, the fair. Yes, 80 gil. Wee, whoop. Snoop Dogg. Why you do this shit to me? I sing a Snoop Dogg. Okay. A whole bunch. That is actually one of my favorite songs now. If y'all hadn't heard the new Snoop Dogg Last Dance with Mary Jane song, like it is so, oh my god, it just puts me in a mood. It's so chill. You know, like the girlfriend said, and she said it reminded her like some of his old stuff. Like, and that's just exactly what I needed, you know. But I've probably listened to that song 30 or 40 times and it ain't even been out. It might have been out a month at this point. It's just so damn good. God damn it. I swear. Seal says, I lurk and work. Good morning, Seal. Good morning to you. I hope you're doing good. I'm glad to see you. And I hope you have a wonderful day at work. I really do. Limsa Lamenta Lower Decks. Is it possible? Do y'all know about an upper decker? Do y'all know what that is? Or is that too, you know, because I know it might be a touch old school. But there's a thing called an upper decker. If you don't know what it is, I recommend you Google it. But you know, Limpsa's got upper and lower decks. But if you drop an upper decker on the lower deck, is it a lower decker now or is it still an upper decker? You know, I think it's called an upper decker because, you know, it's supposed to go in the toilet tank, which is above the bowl. You know, this is very technical, y'all. It's a very technical thing to try to understand. Look at how gosh darn cute they are. We got to get all kind of pictures. Let me just get these pictures. Spam-a-Laden. Yeah, Spam-a-Ladini. Boop. I'm getting them. Let me get in here. I'll get in the back a little bit. Because I'm taller. Let me zoom out some. Oh my. Gosh darn cuties everywhere. Cutie fucking patooties, y'all. Look at them. Gaw. Just gaw. They got their little glow sticks. You know, they don't really, bless their heart, they don't really look like they're dancing, you know. It kind of looks like they're trying to, you know, maybe they're working on sort of an aircraft carrier, you know, and they're trying to guide the plane into park. That's really what it looks like more than it does dancing, you know, or maybe they're directing traffic. I could see that, but you know, if you get them out, you know, it helps you to pretend that you're dancing, you know. But you could also be directing traffic, you know. Look at this. Where'd she get that backpack? Because that's gosh darn cute. And that's a good backpack too. The ones they put in WoW, they put an anvil on the bottom of it. And that just drove me crazy because, you know, you're not always on a blacksmith character. You know. That's a good backpack right there. Let me theft that. I swear to fucking God. See, baby, if you ever try to put 16-inch wheels on the Impala again, it's gonna be a spanking. You know damn well. You know, gosh damn you. Just gosh darn you, okay? Gosh darn you. It's 20-inch wheels on the Impala. Kala, getting laid tonight. Swish a roll tight, getting spray bite. Girl, get it right. Don't you be putting those 16-inch wheels on the Impala. You get laughed at. You get laughed at. You know, you try to drive that through the hood, and the homies would be just fucking rolling. They'd be fucking rolling on the ground. They wouldn't recover from it. That's how you get somebody to laugh themselves to death, honey. You don't want that happening. Okay? Gods. And these days, if I'm being honest, I mean, let's be really honest, okay? If you rolled through, okay, my neck of the woods, and you had an Impala with 20s on it, these days, you'd be the fucking laughing stock of the neighborhood, because you got to have at least 24s now. Okay, we living in 2025. Okay, you over here putting 16-inch rims on the goddamn Impala. You can't do it, okay? It's a 24s at the minimum. You know, that song came out, it was okay to have 20s on the Impala. It's no longer okay. It's not okay. Maybe if you put hydraulics on it. You know, there's a type of, you know, there's a type, you put some, you know, you go with that old school, you know, spoked wheel, like gold spoke wheel, 16 inches. You could get away with that if you had hydraulics. Okay, because the hydraulics obviously add a touch of pizzazz that, you know, you don't get without hydraulics. But, you know, trying to just go around with 16s on the Impala. Oh, me. I don't mean to get so uppity, but you can't just do whatever you want to do. Oh, me. Baby says it's been out 6 months. Goddamn. The video has not been out for 6 months, you little toot. It has not. God. Baby says who left all the kids supervised with the Dragon Queen saying, Kitty, she gonna make some ribs off. Baby, I am not gonna eat these little people. Okay, I don't eat little tiny people. Okay, I like my people to be a little bit bigger. This would be like eating a goddamn chicken wing, honey. I'd have to eat every single one of these lollyfields in order to get full. And that's a lot of work. That's why I don't eat crab legs. You know, I'm over here with bloody fingers, you know, done ate 10 pounds of crab legs and got 4 ounces of meat out of it. You think I'm going to do that? No, I'm not. But these little things ain't nothing but a chicken wing. You know, little tiny ass chicken wing. I don't mean to talk about them in such a terrible way, you know, but my girlfriend's drawing this side of me out this morning. You know, I'm normally a very sweet girl, very innocent. You know, very high moral standing. A pillar of my community. How am I eating lollyfields? Girlfriend says, nuh-uh, 16 inches. So I can add some jumpies. The song itself has been. Oh my God, this girl gets called up. This is the autism's going off the fucking rails this morning with her. Caught up in the details. knowing I ain't even talking about the song itself. Let's see. Let's see. Snoop Doggy Dogg. Snoop Dogg. Mary Jane song. Here we go. Karaoke though. Let's see if they got a karaoke to it. This thing's 5 minutes long. No. Okay, well at least it won't be. It'll be three minutes. Okay, I was like, oh my god, I'll be so out of breath. Okay, let's see. Pull this over here. Okay. Let me let me warm up the pipes. La 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 la. Gotta make sure I can hit the high notes, y'all. La 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 la. Sounding like a goddamn Murloc. Let's see. Oh, we can't have it muted. Oh, that's fucking tight. Oh, yeah. Let me see if I can adjust it. Get it just so. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back. I gotta get, I gotta get my nodding going. You know, when you turn a song on, you gotta find the rhythm, get your head bobbing. Here we go. Asking me to ever give up my lady. Wait, hold on. Let me see. Don't bother asking me to ever give my lady up. Okay, let's start again. It ain't gotta be perfect. We're gonna let it ride. I wasn't going near fast enough at the start, but I did it. There you go, sweetheart. Did you like it? Oh, let me stop this. We've been done. Got the stream muted. But this is a good song right here. Pink Pony Club. Heck yeah. I think it was Callie that posted this one, and I was like, oh shit, that's a good ass song. And listening to this a few times, that's why it's popping up. That's why it's popping up for me. Okay, we did it. That's the first time I've done a song in a long time. There's Toro. Let me give him a wave. Hey, Toro. Oh. Was that my first rap song? I think that's the first. I can't remember if I did another. Gosh, why does my stream keep pausing? I'm about to slap this monitor off the desk. I know that. I need to be gentle on my equipment, though, because the last time I went to stream, I went to go pull my mic boom down. The fucking thing fell off in my lap. And I was like, oh my God. And I was going to be on time, and then I couldn't get the thing screwed. And you know what? I need a shim, y'all. You know about shims. When you ain't got enough, when you got too big a gap and you got to close the gap, you put a little shim in there. That's why they call it shimmying, because when you insert a shim, do you know what you're doing? You're shimmying it in. Oh my. I used to have to do stuff like that. I need a shim for my mic boom, so it'll attach to my desk better. And but one time, I got this little S10 I've had since I was in high school, and I use it these days to take trash off. I have an Altima. That's my normal driving car, whatever. Love Altimas. I've had two Altimas. This is my second one. But I used to have to do stuff, you know. I still have to do stuff sometimes, but I'm kind of a doer of things, you know. But I had to go up, you know, change my starter. I got stuck in a loop of changing my starter on my S10, and this is back in the day. And I was talking to my dad about it, and he come over and he's looking at it with me. He's like, "Oh, it just needs a shim. You need to put some shims in it, like the teeth are like it's hitting the flywheel too hard or something." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, what kind of shim?" He's like, "Just get some washers, you know." And I don't know, maybe they were 1/16 of an inch or something. But I did what he said. And guess what? Same starter for many years now, no more problems. That's just one of the many reasons I miss him, because he sure as hell made my life a lot easier and better. Let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, but Toro says, "That was good. Thank you. Thank you. I'm a little performer, you know. I can do a little something. One of these days I might try to be a better singer, you know, start working on it. I really, you know, I've got the ADD." And the girlfriend said, "Yee." She was saying, I was asking her if that was good. So she was saying, "Thank you, sweetie." But you know, with the ADD, it makes it hard to have more than one obsession at a time, you know. Like, I do better when I can focus on one little thing. So currently, streaming is like my complete and utter obsession, and I can't see it being replaced. But singing is quite enjoyable. You know, you don't have to be good at something to like it or have fun with it. I do. The girlfriend saw me doing some karaoke. It was on my Facebook. And she was like, "Oh my God." Because I was doing it. I was out with some of the people I used to work with at my old job. And I'm up there and we're singing. Oh, what's that song? Do you remember what it was, honey? Billy Ray Cyrus. What's his famous song? I can't think what it's called, but you know, he's got that one song. What's Billy Ray Cyrus's? It's the one that made him famous. Billy Ray Cyrus famous song. I remembered it as I was Achy Breaky Heart. That's the thing that put him on the map. Yeah. But you know, he was on that track. He was on that track with one of my favorite rappers that I'm going to forget their name. Oh, Lil Nas X, right? Lil Nas X. Hell yeah. Fucking, he's such a... he's such a rebel in his own way. I just love him. Old Town Road, that's a good one. That's a fucking banger. But I don't listen to as much rap as I used to, you know. I still listen to a good bit, you know. I listen to a touch. I listen to some older stuff. I like, you know, Tupac and Biggie, you know. Some of the classics. But you gotta make room for that new shit too. I be loving that. I swear to God, if the stream pauses itself one more time, I'm gonna flip this desk over. And then I'm gonna have to pay for it. Alright, let me head back. Thank you, Cliffy, for telling me about this. This was a fun little thing. I'm gonna head back over to my main world and start with some adventurings. Yeah, but this was heck of fun. And the girlfriend redeeming the song was pretty cool too. Let's see. How do we do it? We gotta log out. Beep, whoop. Alright, and we gotta figure out how... Okay, so... maybe do this. I'm not really sure, but I think I can figure out how to get back. Okay, and then we do our world. Uh-oh. Maybe it's not that simple. Hold up. Dynamis? What? Seraph. Wait, was I on Golem? I was on Goblin. I was on Goblin. Okay, maybe. Let's see. Oh, why is it putting me on Dynamis? Ah. Cliffy says, no, you have to go to Oceania? Okay. Okay. Right, we have to go back to where I was at. Gotcha. They got to start making, you know what, gosh darn them. Just gosh darn you. You know, they got to start adding accessibility features. You know, when you create a game, you have to be inclusive, okay? Not everybody has an abundance of brain cells, okay? What about girls like me that have two, that do not get along with each other? You know, you got to we exist, okay? I'm a real person, okay? Please don't make things difficult. Or confusing. Gosh darn it. Hold up. Return. There we go. Hang on, let me clear. I'll mute my mic. I had to clear my throat. Okay, I think I'm better. I believe I've recovered. Okay. It says you'll now be returned to Goblin. Yes, proceed. Your character's traveling between data centers. Please wait. Okay, I'll try to be patient. You know, God damn it, I feel like I want to break something. Oh, there we go. Okay, crisis averted. I was squeezing my mouse really hard, you know, like it was a stress ball. Okay, we're back. Okay. We're on Crystal. Now I just gotta log in, and then we're going back to Balmung, because that's where I like to hang out. That's a big roleplay server. 4? Oh my god, boot these people off the realm when the gosh darn Dragon Queen's trying to log in. You got fucking Sand Kitty over here trying to get in. You got people, they probably not doing nothing important anyway. You know, kick them out. Deport them. Put them on a, you know, let's make a realm called Realm for Slackers. And deport them there. Get them out of here. Gosh. It's not fair. Get a sip of coffee. They probably just lollygagging. Probably ERP and bunch of sexual perverts. No, I don't want to open that browser. What's this? Date with Destiny. I gotta turn off all these helpful tooltips because they're not helpful. They're just annoying. You know, they call them helpful, but that's not, everybody knows that that's not what they are. Okay, they're just in the way. Let me put this over here real quick. There we go. I don't like having to look at myself. It's kind of weird. Okay, let's see. I mean, I'm not weird. I'm just saying having to look at myself when I'm trying to... I swear to God. Click play. Why is my thing doing that every time I try to have to move a tab? It pauses my stream preview. Cliffy says, thank you very much for going to the Lala Parade with me. I hope you have fun. Cliffy, thank you. It was my pleasure. I did have fun. As a matter of fact, I had a heck of a lot of fun. Sure did. Yeah. Oh, goddamn you. Look at this. Wad Nagal Nog. Wad Nog is advertising gold. I had a little thing set up. I don't think I've set up my add-ons for this when I had to make my new character going back to free to play. And I don't think I've set up like blocking this stuff. You know what? I'm not a reporter. I don't get paid to. They need to put some GMs on the server. I don't get paid. Keep spamming. Keep spamming. You know what? I like to see it. Because I don't get paid to sit around and report. I always tell people, don't do that shit in games. You know, are they paying you a wage? Then don't work for them. Fuck it. I hope it gets worse. Advertise me some Gil. Yeah, I like it. Heck yeah. That's somebody, look, listen. That's somebody right there. Okay, don't report Wad Naug. Don't report them, okay? They're feeding their fucking family. Alright? Don't you dare do it. That person's just out there trying to feed their family. And you know what? I just thought about that. I said, gosh, I spent all this time up until I decided to quit doing free work for these companies, you know, reporting these people, and that never even occurred to me that they're just trying to make, you know, get by. Like, goddamn, you know what? Maybe I'll buy some gold from them. I mean, I'm doing charity, right? I mean, it's like I'm helping them out, right? Gosh, I'm so smart. Gee whiz. Harvard will be calling any day, want me to be a professor over there. Oh, me. Let me see. Oh, right. Now I'm going to do some stuff. I'm gonna go T for 3. Okay, so what are we supposed to... Let me recap on this again. Gislibert of the Immortal Flames believes that one of his lookouts may have seen the man you seek, that they might be forthcoming. He provides you with cups of sweet Thonlin tea to distribute among his men at the outpost to the south. Okay. Let me get a sip of coffee. Gosh, if I go now and I get another cup, y'all, I'll be on 3 cups already, and I hadn't even been live an hour barely. Oh my gosh, it put my panties in danger, y'all. In danger of wetness. Oh, man. Right, Cliffy says you haven't gone back to You haven't gone back to Balmung yet, by the way. Goddamn. Thank you, Cliffy. Thank you. Let's see. Gosh. Travel to Balmung. What? Are you kidding me? The world is experiencing congestion. Characters from cannot fit. Say it ain't so. Please say it ain't so. Oh my God. Well, damn it. We'll get back over there at some point. I had been staying on there because I was worried. One time, you know, when I got over there, they wouldn't let me make my character over there. My new character. And so I made it on Goblin. But then I got on here and I got over there just by, you know, trying to visit it. And it was saying it was, you know, it wouldn't let me make my character, but it did let me go over like this. So it must be really fucked up right now. But we'll get back over there. Damn it. At some point. Let's see. T for 3. Okay, map it. Let's see where this thing... Oh, you know what? Let's go do the Chocobo. Let's go do this one. Map. Yeah. Is that in the Black Shroud? Bent Branch Meadows. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Cliffy says, yeah, it's the weekend. Gosh, it is the weekend, isn't it? Sometimes I forget it's Saturday, and when I remember that it's Saturday, it just puts me in a better mood, you know. It's just something about the weekend, even though I'm not working anymore. Well, not in that sense anyway, but there's just something about the weekend that's fucking majestic, ain't it? Just love it. Sunday too. I think Sunday is the most chill day. I feel like Sunday's the most chill day. Saturday pretty chill too. But when I was working, you know, the day I looked forward to the most was Friday. Because I knew that when I was off, I had that whole night and then Saturday night, etc. And Cliffy said, yeah, it gets congested quick, and I'm very sorry. Oh, it's fine, Cliffy. I'll get back over there at some point. It ain't no big deal. No sweat off my brow. You know. Okay, let's see. Alright, that must be her, Margeria. What a name. We could have called, you know, Margaret, but we went and churched it up a bit. She's just sitting there, letting her legs dangle. Alright, let's talk to her. Wealthy adventurers. Oh, this is not the right thing. This is not it. Nope, not talking to her. Huh, she can get fucked. Not by me, though. I got other stuff to do. Let me see down here. Well, where's it at? Oh, okay, now I see it. Get on the choke. No, that's Sprint. Get on the chocobo. Boop. Hop the fence. Boop. It opened too fast. I didn't get to hop it. That could have caused me, that could have, you know, what if my chocobo had caught its ankle on the fence as it was opening? That could have broke my chocobo's leg. You know, these fucking people think they got to get magic, use magic to do everything, and you don't. It's just goddamn lazy. You know, I think magic has ruined a lot of these people and turned them into layabouts because they become too reliant on it. I mean, they can't even, I mean, think about it. You know what society's going to fucking hell in a handbag when you can't even, they don't even open their own doors anymore, you know, using magic to do it. Look at this. And that opened the wrong way too. You know, that just could cause further injury to my person. I don't like it. Go over here. I know I've got stuff to do and I'm dilly-dallying. Baby put the hype bees. She getting hype. What is his name? Luculot. Luculot. Okay, Luculot. Says, greetings, adventurer. Is there something you need? Says, you wish to have your chocobo trained in combat. This is no small request you make. Riding your bird is one thing. Asking it to take hurts in your name is quite another. I will help train your chocobo, but on the promise that you will never unduly expose it to danger. Do I have your word? Oh God, Luculot, I don't know about all that, mister. I don't know how we gonna, you know, train it in combat without exposing it to danger. I mean, he did put the qualifier unduly, you know. So every time I have to have it fight, I have to say, you know, is this unduly exposing it to danger? You know, because I could imagine a world in which every time I expose it to combat, it's unduly, you know, because I could just not summon it, you know. It's a lot to think about. He says, very well. So I guess I did say yes. To begin, we will need a bunch of glacial greens. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's glacial. It's just that it doesn't have the A in it, but I think it's silence, and it's not. It's not because I see gay everywhere because I'm a homosexual. I'm not a homosexual. I'm a goddamn bisexual. Damn. Greens. Okay, you have my leave to pick one from the fields yonder. Return here when you have it. Okay, I can do that. So we got to go pick a glacial green. Oh, me. Look at her running fast. Is that a little cat girl? She was running so damn... Her name was Bug Listeria or something. And y'all, Listeria... Do y'all know about the fucking Bluebell ice cream scandal? Do y'all know about that? Do y'all eat ice cream? I love ice cream personally. And I try to eat a little bit every day, but I don't always have it because I sometimes forget to get it. So I don't always have it. But here's the thing. You know, I don't trust Bluebell. I used to eat a lot of Bluebell ice cream, y'all. I think it's an amazing, it's well flavored. You know, it's always well textured, you know, great mouthfeel. That's a I hate when people say that, god damn it. These goddamn foodies talking about mouthfeel, it makes me angry. You know, it fucking ruffles my damn feathers. But the thing is, there was a whole ass scandal that happened with Bluebell and Listeria. Okay. They had this, it got, you know, I don't know, they let their milk, I'm not sure what all happened. I'm not even going to try to recount it for you. But you can look it up. But so anyway, somehow or another, they got Listeria in their ice cream. And they told a bunch of lies about it. They tried to cover it up. And so any company, and so they went in there after the fact, you know, they got a bunch of fines from the FDA and all that, but a lot of people, it fucked them up. And so the FDA went in there and wrecked shop on them. And so the company's got all new leadership now. But here's the thing. I just can't trust it anymore, right? I get that you know, they're out there trying to rebrand and do all this, and a lot of people are back eating and enjoying Bluebell ice cream. But I'm going to tell you right now, you won't ever hear me, not on this stream, recommending Bluebell ice cream. Nope, no sir, no ma'am, no non-specific other. Fuck no. But I will recommend Pet ice cream because that's pretty good, and the cost of it is not very high either. And it's highly enjoyable. You know, the banana split is really quite amazing. Okay, if you like bananas and you like chocolate and you like delicious stuff all mixed together, it's very good. I don't know how you beat it, but vanilla, they're regular vanilla, especially if you have a hot chocolate brownie. Get yourself some squeezed fudge. Okay, just listen to me. Get your brownie, make you some fresh brownies. It ain't got to be fancy. You can make them from a mix if you want to. It don't matter. It just matters that you have a nice chocolate brownie. All right, you put that in a little bowl. It's freshly made. Then take yourself a nice big scoop of vanilla ice cream, preferably Pet, but you know, you have your druthers, whatever. And then you top it off with whatever toppings you like, but don't leave the fucking fudge off of there because that's incorrect behavior. That's naughty behavior. Mommy won't stand for it. But then, yes, that is very delicious. You try to get a little bit of fudge. Excuse me. You get a little bit of fudge, you know, on your spoon, your fork. I wouldn't eat it with a fork if I was you because goddamn ice cream melts and all that. But I know that there are people out there that eat cereal with a fork because they've fallen on hard times and they're trying to save milk. But I don't recommend trying to eat your ice cream that way. You know, it's just not, it's just unintelligent. So you try to get a little bit of ice cream, a little bit of fudge, and a little bit of brownie. And the brownie's hot, so the ice cream's a little bit melty. I mean, oh, I kind of want that right now that I've been. Oh, right. We're playing a video game, y'all. Gosh. Right. We're playing a video game. Have you acquired the greens? I did. I remember doing that. I did it absent-mindedly because I was talking about whatever. You know, the fucking scandalous ice cream people. Hand that over. Superb, Luculot says. Then we shall get straight to it. Doubtless you already know this, but chocobos are highly fond of glacial greens. They love the leafy vegetables so much, in fact, that they will completely forget their fears in the face of danger. Okay, very good. He says, thus, by feeding your birds the greens, you can prevail upon it to fight beside you. And then, once called, it will be up to you to direct its actions as you see fit. Oh, cool. So you can, like, seems like I remember something about this where you can kind of like set it to passive, or you can, like, you know, make it active and attack your target. Excuse me, y'all. I got the, you know, the things I get, the burps and the hiccups and the whatevers. I don't know. Okay. Luku says, it could be Count Luku. I'm reminded of Star Wars for some reason. One of these days, me and my girlfriend, she talking about all the time she's a big Star Wars fan in the relationship, and she ain't never once watched no Star Wars movie with me. So I question that, I question it. Let me get a sip of coffee. But I'd be wanting to watch it. And also Guardians. I love the Guardians of the Galaxy movies. Like, especially the first one. But the other ones ain't bad either. Luku says, you will find that your chocobo innately responds to a number of general commands. Give your bird an order and it will act accordingly and to the best of its ability. This simple yet effective methodology was developed by the Fontaines family, one of the foremost houses in Ishgard. I remember Ishgard. That's where that cute boy's at. The one with black hair. I can't remember his name right off, but he's the... Wait a minute, it almost came to me there. Is it Aim? It's not Aemon. I think it starts with an A though. But that's the one all the girls were fawning about, And some boys, of course, was fawning over him as well. And Luku says, and that concludes your lesson. Of course, it is not enough to merely hear about a practice. One must venture forth and attempt it oneself. That's right, y'all, because theory and reading and book learning will only ever get you so far. It'll only ever get you so far. But goddamn, y'all remember Ty Lopez? He thought it was everything. He's talking about he had his little Lamborghini and he's like, here in my garage. The secret knowledge I have is contained in books. For the mere price of $1 million. And he puts his little pinky in his mouth. I will give you my reading list. It contains 10 books. 10 of the greatest books. Oh, goddamn. The baby says, because we gotta binge all 6. She's acting like there's only 6 movies, y'all. She don't acknowledge the Disney stuff. She says, but if we binge all 6, we might as well watch the Clone Wars show. Yeah? Well, honey, all we got is time. You know, you act like... we got time, and we don't have to do it like, you know, one after another. We could just start, you know, with the first one, and then, you know, a few weeks later, when the mood strikes us, we could watch another one. You know, we don't have to go in, you know, go ham on it. She says, but if we do that, we might as well watch all the shows. Well, we got time, honey bunnies. We got nothing but time. And he said, Luke-a-Lot says, and that concludes your lessons. Of course. Oh, I've already read that. Oh, he's still yapping. Y'all, these are like the fucking top. These goddamn NPCs should stream because they better at yapping than I am. I thought I had the gift of gab. These motherfuckers, they got the gift of gab squared. Let's see. It says, summon your chocobo with a bunch of glacial greens and together make your way to Sorrel Haven. The broods that prowl the area ought to be a suitable challenge for you and your companion. Put down 3 of them and return here. Oh, goddamn. Now that's surprising because this motherfucker's got, you know what? I thought I've seen at least 6 good opportunities to end the dialogue here, but this is one of these motherfuckers, like when you get on the phone with them, they start saying goodbye, and you done said goodbye 10 minutes ago, and you done said it 10 times. You know, they just don't know how to exit a conversation. God. But here it says, okay, so it's saying and lastly this time, so this should be it, right? He's giving me a cue here, a clue rather. I'm getting a raging clue. Y'all remember the Hardy Boys episode from South Park? Oh, I'm getting a clue. Oh, such a raging clue. It says, lastly, by the way of advice, I would recommend you keep an ample supply of glacial greens on your person at all times. Well, okay, goddamn, I'll put a bunch of cabbage in my fucking pocketbook, okay? That's what he wants me to do. Just take you to dump out all my makeup, all the shit I keep myself all purdied up with, and just stuff it full of lettuce. You know, put a bunch of heads of lettuce in there, got them sticking out everywhere. People wondering what the hell I'm doing probably think I'm selling lettuce or cabbage. Damn. It says our resident vendor will be able to provide you with as much as you can carry. Oh, well, okay. Companions now available. Cool. Let me see. Is there companions? Oh, got you. So we got like this whole thing right here. Okay, so I need to go. He said there was a vendor. He said there was a vendor, y'all. Let me sort my bags. Did he say he gave me one? Yes, I have one. It lasts for 30 minutes, so you can do 2 up to 60. Okay, it's a leafy vegetable. Okay, yeah, it's just lettuce. That's what that is. That's iceberg lettuce, and we're calling it glacial greens. You know what? I think I like glacial greens better. You know, so I'm going to start calling, you know, lettuce glacial greens. Yeah, I just prefer that now. Seeing as it's the same thing, you know. Get a sip of coffee. Oh, Cliffy says, on the map? Wait a second, I missed a message. I don't like to miss messages. The girlfriend says, "Rise, Darth Natalie. We together will rule the empire." Or the galaxy. My brain auto-completed it. You damn right we will. You damn right. And Cliffy said, "On the map, it's the vendor with the hammer. Repair vendor. Aha! You can go there and click on purchase items and you'll see the glacial greens." Okay. Let me just hip hop and bip bop my way up there. Whoop. Hop the fence. I don't go through the gates anymore because that shit'll get you killed. It's a goddamn chocobo trap is what it is. Oh, I done ran right past it already. Jump over. Okay, let's see. But I know what I want to watch tonight, honey bunny. I bet you can never guess. I bet you can never guess. You know, we didn't get to watch none last night, and I kind of was fiending a little bit. Let's see. Purchase items. Yes. Glacial grains. Oh my God, 36. For one, that's mighty high. That's as high as camel cock. That's what my daddy used to say. I never really quite understood it, you know, but I don't know if he had purchased some camel cock for some reason and it was mighty expensive, or if he's referencing to the fact that, you know, camels have really long legs and so his cock would have been way up there, you know, out of reach. I'm not really sure. I just never clarified that with him, you know. I just took him at it, you know, took him at his word for it. Let's see. Purchase 99 bunches of glacial grains. But my daddy was a very funny man, and he had many fun. He was a natural comedian. He didn't tell a lot of jokes. Like, it wasn't a bunch of knock knock, who's there? But he had a particular way of speaking. He was, what I would just say, he was funny. He was really funny. And he always had me laughing. He would say some crazy shit. Let's see. I'm trying to... What am I doing? Okay, what am I doing now? I'm just stood around. Just yapping. It's okay. Kind of what I do. T for 3. Let's try... Oh, right. Right, hold up. We was trying to do the chocobo thing. Okay, so now, okay, let's go up here. Let me go. We're going to go up this way. And I'm going to go take a little breaky poo in just a couple of minutes. Because I feel a tinkling coming on and my coffee done got cold as hell. Well, hell's not cold, is it? But it's just a saying. You know, I try not to major in the minors. Let's see. I saw it there for a second. It must be in another zone. Hold up. No. It's just over there. Let me do that again. Oh, when I don't click show on the map, it don't put the red circle for me. Okay. I didn't realize that. But it's like right over here somewhere. Oh my. Got the burpee. Oh my. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That's uncouth. That's unladylike. My mouth was closed. I tried not to do that. I hate that. I have manners, y'all. I do. And they're important to me. Go up here. Oh my, this is confusing me. It's up there. Okay, the up thing, it means go up. That means go up. It's a thing pointing up, okay? Oh, that's too high. Can't go up that one. Maybe we can go up like this. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. Watch out for the hornets, y'all. They will sting you. You don't even have to do anything to them. They'll just do it to be doing it. Because they ain't got nothing better to do. Gaily kitten. Is that a no, okay, that's her pet. What is that? Oh yes, it is her pet. I was trying to figure that out. Okay. So I gotta give tea to the lookouts. Let me click the map again. So they're right around here. That's probably like some kind of a hunt or something. It's got like a quest symbol on it. I don't know. But it's got a lock on it. Or a key. It's got like a key symbol. I'm not sure what that means. We're in the right. I wish it would show on the regular map. I keep having to click it right here. Oh wait, probably got to summon the thing. Oh, okay. Hold. Now don't come over here, you little piece of shit. Just when I figure out what to do. Let's do this. Let's use our ninjutsu shits. Yep. Little spinning crescent kick. I mean, like goddamn Conor McGregor, y'all. Before he got on cocaine and fucked his life up and, you know, did all... You know, he's kind of weird now, you know, you seen him. Yeah, I can't recommend cocaine. It was really good for writers and creatives back in the 80s. Yeah. I had just figured it out, and then I got attacked. Cliff said you have to dismount and have your chocobo summon to kill it and get... Yep. I was like, maybe I got to summon my chocobo. And I go to get off and they start fucking with me. Okay, let's see. But first we got to figure out how to summon it. Oh, you... Okay, I'm just running away. We're gonna run... I'm gonna run away and I'm gonna come back. And I'm going to summon a choke, figure that out, and then we're going to do the thing. Gosh. I think we're out of harm's way now. Now, let me summon this chocobo. Let's see if you do like this. It might be... Let's use it. Can't execute. Okay, let me get off. Let's try it. Oh, there we go. There we go. Got it. Cliffy's giving me the tip. Says right click on the glacial green. Click use. Yipperoo. Okay, so we got it. And look at that name, would you? Look at the name on this chocobo. It's a toot. You know, a lot of people go out of their way to say prostitute. Okay, I don't do all that. Some people say prost. You know, they just refer to them as a prost. You know, but I don't like that. I prefer, you know, the suffix, which is toot, which makes it sound cuter. You know, it's playful, it's cute. Prost sounds more derogatory, so I'd probably call Alex Straza, you know, a prost, you know, or a slut muffin or slut puppy. You know, just however the mood strikes me. Let me get a sip of coffee. But I name a little chocobo Toot. Let's see. Okay, so Broods is. Alright. Oh, hold up. Okay, we got our chocobo out. Let's do this. Companion. Free stance. It allows your companion to make its own decisions in battle. Well, you know what? I think that's a good way to go. it can do whatever it wants to do, so it'd probably do all three of these, you know, just when it needed to. So let's attack. About to do some ninjutsu. What's this? I got a new ability, Rabbit Medium. What is that? What is Rabbit Medium? Okay, Blossom. Gosh, it's bosom, y'all. Gosh, bosom buddies. I know basic words, okay? Gosh. Okay, so what was this? I had some little rabbit ability replaced. Ninjutsu. I've got to work on, you know, at some point learning my rotation a bit, because ever since I became a damnable ninja, you know, I've been out here just derping about. Let me do this. There we go. Let's get these broods is. There we go. Use the one. Maybe I'm doing that right. Maybe not. I'm going to have to read these tooltips at some point. So we got a bunch of new abilities. Oh, look, it's little dragons. They call them death gaze. That's a terrible thing to call a dragon. You know, not all dragons. You know, most dragons didn't do nothing. What is... Okay, it turns into something else. Rabbit Medium. What the heck is... What? Why? Why did I have a rabbit on my head? What is that? I don't know, but it's damn cute. That's all I need to know, okay? I don't need to know much more. Simple girl, simple things, okay? Right there, it's on my head again. That's way too cute. Y'all. They ain't got no business putting something so cute as that in the game. Alright, I got my quest done. Let me run down here. When I get down there, I'm going to take that little break I was talking about. But we're going to get down there first. Oh my god, if I can find a way back. I think I got to go... Okay, I see it. I got to go this way and then go that way and do this and that and whatever. Hoppity hop. Uh-oh. They shooting, y'all. They trying to roll up on me. But they know, they better know I'm the damn pull-up queen. You don't pull up on me, I pull up on you. I roll up. Come in heavy, come in hot. Cliffy says, when you perform ninjutsu with your mudra and you press the wrong combo, you get the bunny on your head. I call it bunny jitsu. Oh my god. That is so cool though. So it's teaching you how to play. They putting a damn dunce cap on me, y'all. It's like, goddamn, it's like preschool all over again. Just put me in the corner. Damn, y'all, I stayed in that fucking corner. Oh, me, it was the corner life for me. Yeah, and Cliffy says, basically, it's for everybody to see you messed up your mudra and failed a combo. Gosh, I have so many questions. But I'll hit you with them when I get back, because I got to go tinkle. And it is time for another cup of coffee. Give me just a minute or two. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm back. And I'm glad to be back. I'm well relieved. And I got fresh hot coffee. It's my third cup, y'all. Like, we're not... It's like not even 12 o'clock. And I'm on my third cup. Like, my God, why am I so thirsty? Goodness. Sometimes I get real thirsty. tell me. But what I was wondering, I wonder if everybody has something that cool when they mess up their combo or they mess up on their class. Because I don't remember that from years ago when I played a touch. Because I played archer. I played I played a couple different. I played a bard. I played a little bit of a samurai. I couldn't quite get into the samurai. The bard was too complicated for me. And what else? I played red mage. I probably played that the most because it was a little bit simpler. Oh my god, Cliffy says no, that ninja is the only one. Oh my gosh. Oh, I better get good, huh? People will know. They'll say, oh my god, look at her. Look at her. She's over here doing pitiful fucking DPS. Just pity her. Okay, so Luke-a-Lot, he says, so you have successfully negotiated your first battles with your chocobo. Well done. Well, put some props on me. He says, tell me, how did it feel? Was it not supremely reassuring fighting with your feathered companion? I mean, it was okay, Luke-a-Lot. I mean, gosh. These people, some of them, you start to wonder about them. He says, your chocobo can make up for your shortcomings. What? What? I mean, bold of you to assume I have shortcomings. God damn, if anything, I got long comings. What the fuck you talking about? Huh? Get a sip of fresh hot coffee. First sip, best sip. Oh my god, this man's talking about my damn inadequacies. Fuck him. Or build upon your strengths. Okay, well, I got a little ahead of myself. It says, indeed, there are countless ways the two of you might complement one another. Through some experimentation, you will come to find the approach that best serves you. Okay, yeah, I'm probably just gonna leave it on auto. Honestly, I'm probably just gonna, put it on smart, what is it? It's a smart chocobo. I don't know. There felt like there was a joke in there somewhere, but I couldn't find it. Gosh darn it. Cliffy says, honestly, it's Final Fantasy 14. Even if you mess up, no one will say a thing. Well, they better not, Cliffy. I'd hate to have to take them over my knee and tan their hides, spank that bottom. I've gone a long time without having to spank bottoms. I've kind of fallen out of it a bit. The spanking hand ain't got much work lately. But gosh darn it, I'll do it if I have to. Mommy ain't scared. Let's see. Alright, Luke-a-Lot, let me go, boy. I got this. I'm the damn warrior of light. And you got me over here talking to you about my chocobo. Oh, there's a little rabbit girl. Well, she ain't little, is she? Damn, she's a head and a half taller than me. If you counted her ears, you can't count the ears, so nobody counts the ears. That don't, we ain't measuring her to the tips of her ears, okay? Ain't nobody doing all that. He says, before I forget, I have one last parting gift. A saddlebag for your chocobo. Okay. Okay, color me interested. Says carrying Geishel greens about can be quite cumbersome. Yeah, I know. People have been talking about. I've got spoiled lettuce in my fucking pocketbook. And people have been asking me why I smell funny. Talking about I ain't took a shower in a week. You know, God. So yeah, a place to put them would be nice. Says, after all, and there should be sufficient room for your personal belongings should the need arise. Oh, so these some big bags. You know, like people, you know, I got a little motorcycle, I got a little motor scooter, I got a little Ninja 636, y'all. It needs a gas tank. But they too damn expensive, y'all. I've had a few crashes, and you know, it dented my gas tank a bit and caused some rust to get in there. So it's been quite a long time since I've ridden. And but recently I was thinking, I said, you know, if I had this to do over again, I wish I'd have got a Harley. You know, so I could just be cruising and chilling. But people be putting it's the coolest fucking thing, y'all. People put saddlebags on their motorcycle, and they can carry like a little personal tent with them, and you go riding across the country, stop at a little place and just off the road and camp. Like, that's the goddamn dream, y'all. For a fucking lone wolf like me. Goddamn she-wolf. Like, fuck yeah. That's just a fantasy and a half, y'all. Fantasy and a damn half. Let me get a sip of coffee. But you can't really do that on a Ninja, y'all. People, you know, goddamn, they'd look at you real funny. But nobody bats an eye like a Harley. Also, I remembered that boy's name that I was trying to call, Amric. His name was Amric. It just came to me. So, yeah, so these are big bags, y'all. I could put my stuff in there, you know, put my makeup in there. You know, maybe it's Maybelline, maybe it's not. You know, it might be Equate. You never really know. I'm quite good at makeup. I pray it serves you well on your travels. Well, okay, you ain't got to pray about it. I mean, it's just a saddlebag, but okay. Oh, it says now you can access your Chocobo saddlebag. This supplementary storage window can be accessed by selecting Chocobo saddlebag located under character in the main menu. Very good. 3.1k experience, level 30. Woo. Easy, quest complete. Very good. I'm happy now. Damn, it says specifically rogue experience points. I don't remember it saying that before. I thought it was just experience. Maybe I was going to say perhaps I wasn't paying attention, but we know it's a day of the week that ends in a Y, so probably wasn't. Look at this. It ain't got no damn business being that cute. Look at the little hippo, y'all. She's got a little hippo pet. Y'all ever play that game, Hungry Hungry Hippo? I played that as a child. It's very fun. You know, you press your thing and the little hippo head comes out and grabs a marble. I know it don't sound like much, but it was hella fun, y'all. It was hella fun. Also, Monopoly's fun. And I hadn't played that in forever. You can play it online now. But you get way more mileage, I promise you. Anything that can be done online is better in person. You know, you get a couple of friends together. You know, you sit around, you got some adult beverages, and you play a touch of Monopoly. You know, that can be very entertaining. Let's see. Okay, so now, T for 3. I think I got a few more. Let's see. I got at least 3 more levels before I can get another rogue quest. So that's going to be a while. Leveling has slowed down a little bit. It was real fast up to level 30. And it feels like it's done slowed down. Maybe I slowed down. Maybe that's what it is. Oh gosh, I'm 32. Y'all, I haven't done anything. I'm above, I'm 32. Hold up. Let's think about this. My MSQ quest is 25. I'm 32 and all I've done is just that, the road quest, the class quest, and the job quest and the MSQ, so it ain't my fault. Let's go to Little Alamigo. I love that name. That's just the damn cutest name for something. Alamigo. And actually, it's the perfect name for a place that's in like a sandy place like Thonlin. Yep. Just sometimes they just nail it, don't they? Let me hop on the Bocacho. Wait a minute, hold up. Yes, the role play. Let me click on her. And also, did I have to put the saddlebags are on here automatically? And I love that, y'all. But let's mount her. This is the premier way now to mount your mount, is to click on her because it's roleplay friendly. Because she's just right there. You don't want to be, why the fuck if I'm stood right by her would I be whistling, y'all? I ain't trying to blow her eardrums out. I got some goddamn lungs on me, y'all. I don't want to put my bird deaf. Let me get the chocobo path right here. Well met traveler. Okay. Click on the little mount. We gonna hop on her. Boop. Did I get, let's see. Okay, go south. We's going south. That's the premier, that's the best direction, and everybody knows it. You go south, you might run into a southern girl like me. And we might just lift your spirits. You never know. Let's see. We're going through the gate. Time for big girl stuff. Fucking going down the hill. Goddamn leak commentary. It's the best commentary. You don't get this everywhere. I'm going to cross the bridge now. Look at that. Easy. Little accomplishment. You know, no accomplishment too small for me. Okay. Simple girl. Angry River is his name. That's why would you... Clearly he's not made of water. Okay. Nor is he running. You know, he'd have to be made of water and be running to be called a river. I don't mean to get hung up on this. Let me get a sip of coffee. That'll help. But one thing I do notice as I'm sipping is how pretty the stars are. You got some of them that are bigger than the other ones. Let's see, you got 1, 2, 3, and I'm not gonna count them all. I'm not crazy as hell, y'all. Okay, I don't care what they say about me. I'm not crazy. I just want to see how many different sizes there are, and that's very easy to do. There's just 1, 2, 3, 4. This is the same size. 5, 6. Now let me just check another patch real quick. Yes, there's 6 different sizes. All right, very good. That's enough, so you don't need a million different sizes, y'all. That would be crazy. Okay, just 6. Also, we could say 7 if we count the sun, you know, because it would be, it's nighttime right now, so. Hold on just a second. That one is bigger than the other. That's 8. There's 8 different ones if we count the sun. See, that one's bigger than that one. Okay, so, and then we got different colors. Okay, so there's 2 different, yes, there's 2 different colors. Very good. 2 different colors, 8 different sizes. I apologize, y'all. I didn't mean to. I just wanted to know, okay? Call it my need to know. Don't abuse me, okay? Don't punish me. I can't help how I am. I'm not going to start counting the rocks, okay? We're not going to do that. I'm not going to do it. I promise you that. It's not important. I only focus on that which is important. Not that kind of streamer. Let's see. Angry River says, okay, first name Angry, last name River. You there. Are you an Amalj'aa? No? Then carry on. Why are you... Do I look like a damn big-ass beetle bug creature? Do I look like an Amalj'aa? So, okay, his first name, he's living up to it because clearly he's got a touch of the anger issues. Like Jack Nicholson in that famous movie, Anger Management. My girlfriend, one of my girlfriend's favorite actors was in that movie, Adam Sandler. I wonder if she's seen it because it's quite good. Ooh, look at that. We handing over that sweet Thonlin tea, and we've established before if it ain't got ice in it, it ain't tea. You know, because I don't believe in sweet tea. I believe in iced tea. Because the sweet is redundant. Because if it's not sweet and it's not iced, then it's not fucking tea. Okay, hand it over. It's got to be all the things. And then you can just call it tea because we know about the rest of it. Ah, this sophisticated aroma. It has been forever since I had a drop of sweet tea. Or sweet Thonlin. Okay, I got a little ahead of myself. I'm going to enjoy this. Okay, well maybe it'll calm you down a touch. You know. He says, what? A masked man? Don't know? Don't care. Unless he's got dark, scaly skin, stands 10 fulms tall, and has the face of a lizard, then I don't give a marmer's fart. Okay, I mean, tell me how you really feel, Angry. So I don't know why it had to be all that, you know. He's put me in a particular type of mood talking to me like that. You know, I don't appreciate that. I don't talk to people like that. You know, I'm a believer in game theory. You know, you act agreeable until someone else acts disagreeable. Then you become, or another way to think about it is you play fair until they cheat, and then you cheat until they stop cheating. And I always say I add to it a touch. I say you don't just cheat at the same level as them. You double cheat, right? You hit them twice as hard until they stop cheating and they go back to normal. And then you go back to normal and you start playing fair again. Let's see. Yaya Zuka. That's a nice name. Shoo, don't bother me. If the Amalj'aa overrun us, I'm blaming you. Okay. Doesn't seem fair, but that's okay. We just handing out tea over here. Yaya says, for me, you shouldn't have. Sorry? A suspicious masked man? As a matter of fact, I caught a glimpse of someone fitting that description during patrol. Well, I couldn't quite make out whether it was a man or not, what with the mask and robe, but assuming it was a he was talking with some Alamegans. I'm assumed he was one of them. Okay, very good. That's 2 T's, y'all. 1 more T, and we got it. I'm gonna hop on the Bokacho. Mount up. Boop. Easy. You know, one thing I'm noticing is that even though I am clicking on the mount to mount, she's still using her whistle. So, you know, it might just be that we go back to clicking our keybinds. You know, that's just in the interest of full disclosure. It seems like an extra step for nothing. This is Oshric. He says, who the hells are you? I'm trying to conserve energy here, so leave me alone. Very rude, you little son of a bitch. He's a Elzen, I believe. That's how they act. No, he's a Hume. I think they call them Humes in this game, short for human. Hand over. I'd be angry too if I fucked my facial hair up like that. When you grow a beard, it's supposed to grow on the bottom of your chin as well. This is like the kind of facial hair you see in high school when the boys don't know how to cut it yet because the barber hadn't taught them how to do it right. And they rocking these chin straps that are cut off like this and don't have a little bit of beard on the neck. That shit just grinds my gears. That's what George Lucas does, and it makes his head look like it's 10 feet long. Oh, me, like he's still in high school, hadn't talked to it, has not conferred with a barber as of yet. Because barbers know about this, and they'll tell you about it. Let's see. He says, well, ain't you considerate? My thanks, friend. What's that? A masked villain hiding among the refugees like as not. Me compatriots as live here go about as though they're dead on their feet. Well, that's 'cause they fucking lazy, mister. That's what's wrong with them. I've told you, I've said it before, I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm gonna say it again until the end of fucking time. I'm gonna die on this hill, but magic has ruined this entire society, and that's why I'm against it fervently. Let me get a sip of coffee. When I become queen, I'm already queen, I just hadn't taken over yet, but when I throw down the sultana, you know, and her big protector, that burly, good-looking man, when I overthrow them, you know, it's going to be a stance against Magica. There's going to be no more magic. And get a sip of coffee. Have to put a ban on it. I'm going to put my proclamations everywhere. You know. It'll be off with their head. It's probably them damn Elsons. That's probably where it came from. Elves ruin everything. They hump trees all the fucking time. That's all they're good for. A bunch of hippies. Oh, me. Damn them. Just damn them. He says, 'tis near impossible to tell what's on their minds. For all I know, they're all up to no good. That's probably exactly right, Oshric. That's probably just exactly right. Alright, so we delivered our cups of tea, and we did that, so I'm happy about that. Now we're going to go talk to Gisli Burt. Let's see, he's up yonder. Okay, I can just pour it up there, y'all. 100 gil, nothing for a girl like me, spare no expense. Whoop. And we've arrived. So this whole little place is called Broken Water. Why would you name it that? You know, did they name it at, was there a famous pregnant lady? You know, and she broke her water here, and that's why they named it. I mean, she like started a flood. Let's say she was one of those regarding women who are very large, you know, and she was up on top of a hill and her water broke and it started a goddamn flood. And that's what happened, so they called this Broken Water. Yep, that's lore now. That's lore. Yoshi P. If you want to use that in your story, you'll have to pay me for it. Okay, that'll cost you, boy. That'll cost you. Let's see. But I'm here all day, you know. If you need any more tips, Yoshi, you can speak up. I know you in the chat. He's always here, y'all. He's never not. Let's see. Here's Gisli Burt. He says, ah, you're back. So, did my lookouts have aught to share with you? That doesn't sound like much to go by. Oh, you besmirching my information. Y'all, you seen what... I mean, y'all... You seen what I did, right? I went out there, I did exactly what he told me to do. I took the tea out there and I gave it to these people and I gathered the information just like he said. Now he's telling me I didn't do a good job. Y'all, I'm the kind of girl, I like head pats, I like belly rubs, you know, and I like having the props put on me. I have to be told when I do a good job. I need approval. It's just how I'm made, and they withholding it. It ain't right. You know, it ain't right. Makes me feel bad. Gisli Burt says, if you're... Oh my gosh, hold up. Let me start over. Let me try again. If you're to get any further in your investigation, seems to me you'll need the cooperation of the Alamegans. For this, you'll need to win their trust, and that won't be an easy task. Oh, I'll be damned. I'm very charming, very charismatic. I got a way. I know how to glad hand people. I'm something of a politician, A bit of an amateur politician I am. I kiss the babies, y'all. Fucking kiss the babies, shake the hands, People want me to sign their, autographs, and I know that's not something politicians normally do, but when you have the infamy as one such as me, or the fame, I didn't mean to say infamy, y'all. I meant to say fame. When you're as famous as me, y'all, they be trying to get you, sign my hat, make Eorzea great again. I'll sign the fuck out of that hat. You think I won't sign the hat? I'll sign the tits too. Oh, babe. T for 3. Complete A. Altered velveteen bandana. Alamegan silver piece. Yes. Well, hold up. I don't know what I have anymore. Let's do an item comparison. Nighthawk visor is higher than that, so we don't want that. I ain't about to sit here and get out my little piece of paper and start crunching stats. I used to do that in TBC, y'all. Back before we had all this bullshit SimCraft that everybody uses. It took all the goddamn fun out of it for me. I enjoy a touch of arithmetic. I got a little bit of nerd in me. It's set alongside the dog. I got that dog in me, but I also got a touch of the nerd in me. And I liked it when I had to sit there and say, oh, one agility's like plus 9 DPS. Let me do, But nowadays, they made everything so complicated you couldn't hope to do it. I mean, you'd have to be I'd have to go get a PhD in mathematics, y'all. To try to figure out the stat game in WoW now because of the way the trinkets are and all that. But I ain't telling y'all nothing. You already know that. Y'all smart people. Silver spectacles. Well, no. I'm just going to take, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take my what's it called? Third time's a charm. Allagan silver piece. Gimme. Mine. That'll feed my chocobo for a whole week, y'all. Maybe even longer. The economy's getting better. It's no thanks to the Sultana, though. I promise you that. Okay. She ain't never done the first thing good. Let's see. Foot in the door. Okay, son, I got my foot in the door. Okay, let's accept. Let's see what he's going to say. He says, so you're determined to press on with your investigation. Then I have some advice to offer. Okay? He says, as I said before, you won't get far without the Alamegans' trust. And the best way to win that trust is to get a compatriot of theirs, someone they respect, pardon me, to vouch for you. Coin does the talking in Ul'dah, but the Alamegans are bound by something far stronger, if not as tangible, a common purpose. Well, that does tend to unite people, y'all. It sure as shit does. He says that purpose is, of course, the liberation of their home from the Garleans. Yep. Common enemy, too. Common enemy, united front. Y'all, fuck yeah. Harmonious adventures. That's what it'll lead to. Gisselbert says, Gundabad belongs to the Alamegan resistance. So your best bet would be someone who's part of the same crew. If you know any well-connected people, you might want to start by asking them. Okay. Let me get a sip of coffee. Think about this. We gotta ask some people some stuff. Okay. Let me fix my earbud here. I'm trying to fall out of my ear. I think these earbuds are gaping my ear holes out, y'all. Those are not the holes you want gaped. Okay. Don't at me. Let's see. Foot in the door. Oh, right. Let me do the thing. Menphilia. Okay, gosh. So we got to go fucking bumfuck Egypt. Okay. I got a way to get there, y'all. I done got up to 67 of these tickets. And you think I ain't gonna use them? Think again. It's just a bit bop. Just a bit bop away. Let me have a look here. We got some more. Oh, right. Those are like. What is Hello Halatili? That's probably a dungeon. And then you got Color Your World. That's like the Color Your Gear, which I'm not really messing with right now. You know, just focused on leveling up, you know, kind of enjoying the story and whatnot. You know, if you try to do too much, you know, it can burn you out. You start feeling like you're getting pulled in too many directions, you know. And that can make you feel, you know, more fatigued than you otherwise would be. I know it kind of wears me out. I remember a game, I don't know if y'all ever played WildStar, but WildStar was the busiest fucking game I had ever seen in my little life, y'all. I'm not lying to you. I logged into the game. I was so excited for it. I remember they were like, oh, this is the new thing. You know, this is Blizzard devs. So, of course, if you liked WoW, you'll, you know, all this and that. And so I went to play it when it came out. I was there on launch day, y'all. And I didn't even get to level 10. And I logged out of the game and I said, never again. I'll tell you what happened. There was all this stuff. Right, so it had the main quest, then it had the side quest, but it had all these little world event things, all this shit popping up every time you would go somewhere. Oh, here's something popping up new. And it just felt like it was pulling me in a million different directions. And you would think maybe somebody like me, that my brain is like living in a house with no fucking walls. Maybe you would think I would like that. But no, it just makes somebody like me more miserable, you know? I can't stand it. Like, let me try, because I already have limited, you know, I'm distractible. I have limited attention. And so if you're giving me all this stuff, it can really make me feel tired, you know? And that's what it did. It just wore me the fuck out, y'all. So that's why I'm not engaging in a whole bunch of stuff. It's just like the, you know, the MSQ quest and the job quest, keeping it simple. I don't know if you can come in here or not, Toot. She might shit in the floor, y'all. That's a rather big bird, so I imagine when she defecates, it's probably rather generous, you know. I don't know if they'd want Toot in here shitting in the floor, but we'll see if she comes, you know. Maybe she can come in here. You know, I hadn't took her for a walk in a while, so, you know, I don't know if she needs to go or not. But we're going to go in here. Oh, look at Thancred over here looking like a sad sack, you little twink. What are you doing? Let's see what he's got to say for himself. This is what he does all the time, y'all. People say, oh, Thancred, the great, mighty hero Thancred. He ain't never done nothing. I ain't never seen him do not the first thing. I think he spends all his time with prostitutes, boozing, and fishing. That's really all he does. Look at him. You come in here, look at him. Look what he's doing. Let's talk to him a second. He says, Ah, Natalie, pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. Well, I am concerned with because you ain't doing nothing. You know, I'm out here warrior of light and all over the place. I'm goddamn spreading light. I'm doing the thing. Big girl shit, and what's he doing? He says, my current investigation has yielded some curious results. Oh, I bet they're real curious. Is that why you sitting there with your fucking thumb up your ass? Is that why you twiddling your thumbs? He says, and at present, I'm pondering how to best proceed. Okay, well, I'm going to just let you get back. Clearly a man of action. You know, clearly. No sarcasm, hashtag. Let's go in here. Let's talk to the prime toot, y'all. The prime pross. She a straight up hoe. Minfilia herself. An omega toot is what she is. Actually, no. I just thought about it. She's a gigatoot. Yes, a gigatoot. Minfilia. Welcome back, Natalie. How fares the investigation? She says. And I probably responded, it's going quite well. That's what I'd like to imagine I said. She says, I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. Well, at least it's only half as bad as it could be. They clearly haven't lost faith in their fellow woman, so, you know, keep putting us women on the pedestal, please, and thank you. Put the pussy on the pedestal. That's what I always say. Or the pussy. You know, we don't all have pussies, you know. It just is how it is. Let me get a sip of coffee. It's quite delicious. It's cooling off, though. It's cooling off. It might need to be reheated in a little bit. Minfilia says they have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. Okay. She says to compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all of those who were displaced. Well, I think they could. They just ain't doing it, you know. She says, as a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Well, I mean, it sounds like they're just living in a rural area. You know, I live in a rural area, but I'm not suffering, so, you know. She goes, oh, would that more could be done to ease their hardships? I mean, just because you look, she's assuming a lot here, y'all. Just because you don't live, I don't live in a big city, never have, never will. Just don't want to deal with all that. You know, people tend to be in a hurry, and a girl like me never gets in a hurry. I don't think fast, I don't talk fast, and I don't move fast, and I don't wish to do so. But when you're in a city, everybody's going fast. They're going a goddamn mile a minute, and it ain't for me. You know, I need for people to slow down. You know, I can't connect to people that are going too fast. Fast is slow and slow is fast with me. But she's assuming because they don't live in a big city that they're poor and like suffering. Like, girl, I live in the middle of a big fine forest and I ain't suffering not near one bit. But you know, you just keep making assumptions, you know, you just keep right ahead. But she says, I fear that nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. She says, but let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. Oh yeah? She says, I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Well, let's just see who it is. You know, I bet it's I can't think of his name, so I ain't even gonna try. And I'd be here for a solid year trying to fucking describe him to you, so I'm just gonna move on. Let's see, now do I need some pants? That's a good question. Let's see what... My pants are 25, so I got better pants. We're gonna take that silver. You know, maybe we can get my chocobo some wet food, you know, get it off that damn rabbit food, feeding it a bunch of cabbage all the time. You know. Cabbage can be good. Kimchi is quite good. I don't know if y'all ever had that, but that's quite tasty. I like steamed cabbage as well. You know, I like to put hot sauce on it. You know, if I'm gonna put hot sauce on it, it ain't gonna be nothing too hot. Not on the cabbage. I'm just not like that. I like something like, you know, Louisiana hot sauce on it. That's very tasty. But let's see. Menfili also is good on greens, you know, if you like those. I'm quite a fan. Greens and cornbread, pinto beans. You know, a little bit of buttermilk. That's just my game. So Menfilia, let's see, Accepte. She says, your Alamegan comrade is named Harrybert. Okay. Damn earbuds falling out again. Give me just a second. It makes my voice sound so damn weird to me because I'm used to hearing myself talk with my earbuds in, but one of them pops out and it's like, oh, my voice is too loud or something. I don't know. I don't like wearing headsets, y'all. It puts a dent in the top of my head, you know. It's like when I have to wear glasses and I'm wearing glasses and I get a dent on my nose. You know how long that takes to go away? Like 2 damn weeks without wearing glasses, y'all. It's crazy. Same thing with the headphones. And plus it gives me a touch of a headache as well. I guess just that pressure. You know, maybe I still got a soft spot in my head. You know, maybe I never really grew up. Your girl's got a soft spot up there still. Huh? He joined our call. So this is talking about Harry Burr. It says he joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. The girlfriend says, I'm crazy. Baby, everybody knows. Well, I know. They might not know, but you cray in a good way. Cray in a good way. Menfilia says, while he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. Okay. Let me adjust myself, y'all. I'm slouching down in my chair. I do this shit. It's making my butt hurt. Ain't nothing worse than a sore bum. Oh, man. Okay, that's better. Better on the back, too. Got a little support back there, you know. Okay. If I recall correctly, also, I'm stepping on my own toe. Don't do that. Hallibert is currently between missions, trying to look for him in the store. Try looking for him in the storage area. Okay. Storage area? I guess that's in here somewhere. Let me get a sip of coffee. We gonna look for him. We gonna find him. And after we do so, I'm gonna take a little break, y'all, because I got to tinkle again. Why am I roleplay walking? Oh, because I'm inside. Y'all, don't ever run indoors. Don't do that. You get used to doing it in a game, and you do it in real life like a child, you know. And then you bump your toe on something, and then you're fucked. You know, if you bump your toe hard enough, the toenail can come off. You know, when I was a little kid, I hit my toe. Or actually, I was pulling on the back of a chair. Yeah, gosh, maybe I was 5 or 6 years old. I was playing in the kitchen. Me and my sister And I don't know why, but I had pulled on the back of a chair and the thing fell over and hit me on my big toe. I think it actually, I can't remember well enough. This was so long ago. I just remember it happening, but it made one of my toenails come off. And luckily it regrew as normal, but be careful with your fucking toes, y'all. Please. Don't run in the house. And don't, like, tip chairs over on your toes. What'd he say? He's on his 8th shift. Okay. Thanks for letting me know. I'm glad somebody's working around here. Because Thancred sure as fuck ain't gonna do it, is he? Look at him. Gosh darn him. Well, let me see. Where is... Oh, maybe I need to port... Oh. It's in here, y'all. I'm going the wrong way. Check your map. Here he is. Oh, I didn't know all this was in here. There's one of the little cabbage-headed things right there, that Norexia. They keep saying this is a boy. It is not a fucking boy. That's a girl. I'm getting tired of it. Oh, man. Harry Burt. If it isn't Natalie XOXO, say my name, say my name. I'm reminded of Destiny's Child. Is that even Destiny's Child song? Oh my God. Maybe it's not. It don't matter. I'm moving on. The Scion's rising star. Is there aught I can do for you? Well, you can uncross your arms acting like that. People, this is closed off body language. Open yourself to me, boy. Expose yourself. People do this because they're guarding their heart, y'all. Maybe perhaps that, you know, he had a relationship to go bad and that's why he's so standoffish. Look how angry he looks. Probably just got broke up with. Probably for good reason too. I mean, that hairstyle is a mistake. Like he went to the barber and said, just fuck my shit up. Okay, so Harry Burt says, you wish to win the trust of the people of Little Alamigo? That is a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. Well, Harry Burt says, I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. Oh, so you saying you done fell off. Okay, so he done peaked and now he's on his fall off. Yeah, well, I'm on my fucking glow up. I'm just a girl to talk to him. I'll charm him right up. Halliburton says, I used to be a member of the Alamegan Resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. So basically what he's telling me is that joining the Scions was a mistake, because if we remember what he just said, y'all, let's think about what he just said. Okay, his name, he's on his fall off, okay, and he has not yet, you know, plotted the points here, you know, he's not connected the dots. Okay, so I think the reason he probably fell off is because he joined the Scions. You know, he was doing fine when he was with the Alamegan Resistance. You know, so maybe I need to rethink this whole thing. You know, I done joined the damn Illuminati over here. Well, they really like, I mean, they ain't rising to Illuminatic level. And that's right, that's what you call it, Illuminatic. And I just made that up and it sounds really good, so I'm going to stick with it. Okay, that's what you do. So, they really more like a Freemason group than they are Illuminati. You know, they just ain't on that level. Ain't nobody out here really knowing much about them. They certainly ain't got nobody talking, you know, including them in conspiracy theories, okay? You know you've made it when you're included in a conspiracy theory. That's always been one of my goals, is to be involved in a conspiracy. You know, it's like crime. I think crime is very enjoyable. I think conspiracies are even more enjoyable. I just hope that one day somebody has conspiracy theories about me. You know, a girl can hope, can't she? But he joined the Scions, y'all, and that's been his downfall. He ain't put it together. He ain't math the math, y'all. Halliburton says, though my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. The liberation of Alamigo. Yet, whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they have nothing to do with me. Wait a minute, so you don't know what your reasons were for doing that? Maybe he's gonna tell me. He says, now, while I may have no more friends in the resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she's a resident of Quarry Mill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Okay, so he's talking about name dropping him over there in Quarry Mill. Okay. Very good. Okay, y'all, I'm gonna go take a quick little 1 or 2 minute break. Touch a tinkling. Probably gonna swap over to Coke Zero. And I'll be right back. Okay, y'all. I'm back. And I am glad to be so. I got Coke Zero. I totally screwed the pooch, y'all. And I don't mean that in a bestiality way, y'all. It's just a goddamn figure of speech. I've never had sex with a dog. You know, I just want to be on record with that. Okay, let's be transparent. It's a figure of speech. But I got Coke Zero and I messed up. I opened it off camera. So you don't get to hear that beautiful sound, that majestic sound. But I'm going to get a sip. I apologize. I will do better in the future. You know, I know there's a lot of people out there that look forward to that sound, y'all. It's a beautiful sound. Why wouldn't they? You know, I have it on the best authority that they do. Oh my. It's everything I thought it would be. Okay, stop roleplay walking. Let me see. Okay. Let me click the thing so I can find it. That's how you know you gotta open your map to find stuff. Quarry Mill. How far away? That's quite expensive. But I got 35k, y'all. We got 34.5k. So I'm gonna bit bop. Wait a minute, where am I at? Hold up a minute. Oh, I'm in the waking. Okay. I didn't want to waste a thing before I'd be done messed up and spent. Never mind. It's too much. There's Rag. Rag says hi. Hey, Rag, how you doing? I'm glad to see you. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Okay, we're here. Oh, there went my little Jokobo. Wait a minute, a Jokobo? That's what it is, it's a Jokobo. Thank you, Brain, we have something new to call it now. Let me summon it back, because I like to have it by me. Yeah, the cute little toot. Okay, let me go over here. There's Callie. Callie says, I slept in. How are you doing? Callie living up to her name, y'all. Who can blame her on a Saturday, too? I fantasize about it. One of these days, I'm going to do it. I'm doing good, Callie. I'm doing really good. I hope you're doing good. Here's Albretta. Albretta. Okay, let me scratch. For some reason my lips itching. Gotta scratch it. Goddamn itchy ass body. She says, hey, you want me to introduce you to the resistance? Well, of course I do. She says, why the hell should I do that? Give me just one reason. Well, listen here, you little toot. You don't get uppity with me. Let me look at her. She thinks she's one tough badass, but she's not. She don't know I'm the goddamn pull-up queen. Stay strapped. Keep that fucking heater tucked in my pants. You know. Not that one. The one that I shoot. Well, I shoot people with both of them, but you know what? Never mind. Okay, it's not important. Hi, she says, Haribert sent you. See, that's changed. Now she's changing her tune. Look at her stuttering. We done got her flustered, y'all. She don't know what to do. We done name dropped Haribert on her. She says, that worthless what? What? I got ahead of myself. She's calling him a worthless whore, son. Damn, girl, that's a terrible thing to say about Haribert. I mean, I know he told me he done fell off. I didn't know he done, fallen so low as to be called a worthless whore, son. See, y'all, that's what joining the signs will get you. They'll be calling me a whore in no time, y'all, and that ain't gonna be right. Y'all know how I am. Very innocent, chaste, virtuous, etc. Sanctified. Not sanctimonious, but sanctified. You know, all the good things, none of the bad. Let me get a sip of Coke Zero. She says, he abandons his comrades, his woman. Oh my God. And now he has the gall to ask me for a favor. Simply incredible. He abandoned his woman, y'all? I didn't know that about him. Gosh. She says, I realized Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man. Okay, I'm so confused. I'm getting very confused now. Because she's talking out of both sides of her neck, y'all. Oh my. And she says, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. You see that bloke there? That's Meffred, a captain of the resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. Well, damn it, I hope he can too. All right, we got y'all. I'm getting these coffers and I'm forgetting to open them. I probably done got 3 or 4 of them, but I ain't remembered to open not nary the first one. Okay. Let me look. Let me see here. I bet I got about 20 of them. That's absurd. I don't know why I said that. It's probably 2 or 3. Oh, me. No, I'm trying to sort. Stop doing that. Sort your bags, silly. Okay, now let me look. Because they do. Okay, let me do. Okay, so I've only got 1. So basically, I'm retarded. Yes. Okay. This is the. Why did I think I had 3 or 4 of them? I don't know. But I shan't dwell. Let me do. Okay, sort the bags again, because. Is that what it gave me? It gave me a gladiator's frostbite arms? I don't need that. What am I going to do with that? Stick it up my butt? I'm not a gladiator. I'm a ninja. What does this game think Hold on, I got another okay, here we go. You know what? I'm doing this all wrong. Let me go to my right here, recommended gear. Ain't none of it worth a damn, y'all. It ain't no upgrade shit. They withholding on me is what they doing. Somehow I'm higher level than the MSQ, so nothing I get's really worthwhile. That's how this game does me. Killing him softly. Yes, that reminds me of the Fugees song. You know, killing him softly. It was strumming my pain with his fingers. I love that song. So good. Mifrid needs help tending a wounded brother. Okay, except... Oh, we got a little cutscene. Got a little cinematic thing. Okay, got his shirt off, you know. Maybe he considers that a shirt, you know. He's got that twink mindset, because this is how they think, y'all. This is how the little Twinkie Poos think. You know, they say, this is if you said, where's your shirt at? He would say, don't you see it? It's right there. It's the chest strap. It's the chest strap. Can you not see? That's how they are, y'all. I'm telling you. Let me get a sip of Coke. I'll allow it. Okay? I'm very charitable, okay? Who doesn't like to see a little, you know, a set of ripped abs every once in a while? You know, I don't know many people that complain about it. But, you know, you can't, if you're going to have abs, you're going to look like you're starving if you're not on steroids, because that's basically how you get them. You starve yourself and you work out, and you look like you done come out of fucking Auschwitz. But, you know, we've decided as a society that that's desirable. So, okay. I prefer, you know, I like guys that are big, like, let's say, the strongman type body. I'm not into like the bodybuilder look where you get on stage, you know, the natural ones are getting on stage at 160 pounds completely shredded. You know, I'm not in no, I like the strongman look. Them boys be tall and they muscular, but they got a little bit of fat on them, you know, just a little belly, you know. I like them manly. That's what I'm trying to say. It says, hey, I'm Mifrid, a proud... I got hung up on that. We're going to move on. A proud man of the Alamegan resistance. It says, what business do you have with me, adventurer? I done forgot. He's done so sidetracked me with his glistening muscles that I done... I don't even remember why I'm here. Damn. Here's another one. They're all like this. Oh my gosh. Hey, stuttering. This is a resistance soldier. He says, Captain. That was one too many stutters. I apologize. It's Galen. Sir, his wounds gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Well, you know, y'all, here's the thing about Eorzea, okay? The thing about Eorzea, let me get a sip of Coke, I'll tell you about it. You know, they got magic. You know, they got magic everywhere. And y'all know when I take over, like I said, we're going to ban magic. Okay, ain't having that shit. I don't understand it. So therefore, I hate it. You know, that's just how I work. That which I do not understand, I hate with a passion. Cast it down. Smite it beneath me, y'all. Stomp it out under my boot heel or my high heel. Sometimes, you know, it's just... But here's the thing. They got magic, but they ain't got goddamn antibiotics. You know, they ain't got no penicillin. They ain't got no moxicillin, no doxycycline. They ain't got none of that, y'all. But they got magic. Okay. They ain't got Tylenol either. We could give him some Tylenol for the fever and give him an antibiotic. You know, you'd be all right. But you know, Mefford says, "God's damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galen dies, his blood is on their hands." That's not funny. That's not funny. Okay, we know he's loud and he's serious because there's brambles on the chat box, y'all. Okay, he calmed down. He calmed down a little bit. I thought I was going to have to get my cold water spray bottle out. You know. Those are very handy, especially if you got an uppity girlfriend or boyfriend and they get, you know, they get their hair on fire about something. You just take your little spray bottle out and just mist them a few times. It just calms them right down. You know, it's not a problem. So Mefford says these quarry mill caverns would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. Well, I'll do it. You know, but I just go do it because Yoda, y'all know what I think, right? It's like Yoda said, there is no try, only do. And I am a woman of fucking immense action. So I'm going to solve this problem. You know, we just going to go, there ain't no try about it. We're just going to go fix it. That's what I do. We just head right over here. Don't trip on the stairs. That would be embarrassing. I should have walked. You don't run upstairs, y'all. Just like indoors, you don't run indoors. It's what children do. Fucking children. Let me get a sip of Coke. Albreda says, one of Mefford's... Oh, about pulled my earbuds out. Careful with these hands, y'all. Gotta be careful with them. One of these Mefford's... What? Let me start over. Let me just start over. One of Mefford's in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. Don't you lie to me, Albreda. I feel like she's telling me a fibberino, and I'm not in the mood for it. Not just right now, anyway. Sometimes I appreciate being lied to. There are occasions, but sometimes, like now, I'm not here for it. She says, I want to help. Truly I do. They're my countrymen after all, but that mean going against the elemental's will. Oh God. Yeah, Albreda, please, girl, I wouldn't want you. Huh? I wouldn't want you to go against the elemental's will. Oh my gosh. What the fuck is an elemental anyway? Albreda says, I've been at Quarry Mill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. Okay, so we're getting there. So elementals are things that can banish people. They do that in WoW as well. They will fucking banish you. They'll do it. Also, I'm pretty sure Thrall communes with the elements. But that's the elements, not the elementals. There's different. There's an association there, but they're not the same thing, okay? So Albreda says, if there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene. Oh my God. Charlene? You mean they gave somebody in this game a normal name? Like a real person name? And not something with like 85 and a half syllables with a bunch of Z's in it? It's just Charlene? And I like that name, by the way. Also, I like the name Charlotte. I think that's a very pretty name. And now I'm reminded of Charlotte's Web, of course, and that's a great movie. Highly recommend it. It'd be Charlene. The Hamlet's residence. Hold on. It'd be Charlene, the Hamlet's resident hearer. Okay, so she's something of a listener. Okay. She says, if you take the matter to her, might be as she'll listen, though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Okay, well, that's your hopes, honey. You keep your fucking hopes to yourself, okay, Alberta? You stay in your lane, girl. I'll get my goddamn hopes up if I feel like it, and that's just exactly what I'm gonna do. Come on, Chocobo, we're going over here. High hopes and everything. Let's talk to Charlene. She's standing beside this loser. His name's Vanillin. How do I know he's a loser? Well, I can tell you, it's very simple. I took one look at him and I judged him, so it's very easy to see. It's very plain to see. Ay. Let's talk to Charlene. Charlene says, you wish to aid the Alamegans. You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant you your wish. Okay, somebody does so, and we're going to find them. Don't worry, y'all. We're on a mission. We'll find them. Somebody's going to help. I'm still worried about the boy that's got the infection over there. That's just how kind my heart is. She got me right, y'all. Not everybody does. A lot of people say I'm evil. I'm not. It's not true. Fake. Charlene says the authority belongs only to the elementals. Excuse me, y'all. My mouth got juicy there for no reason. Oh, me. Gosh. Not necessary. Let's see. So it belongs to the elemental. She says, eternal guardians of the Twelves would, all outsiders, be they babes at the breast or grown men. Oh, she's saying some of them be suckling on the teat, y'all. Are judged of a night whether they may have a place beneath the boughs. Okay, that's a very poetic way of speaking, y'all, and they trying to get me tongue-tied, but being the goddamn professional broadcaster that I am, I accept any and all challenges. I do. Let me get a sip of Coke. That's rather tasty. Okay, Charlene says, alas, the Alamegans' petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Okay. I like the way she cuts. I like the way she talks, y'all. I like the cut of her jib. I do. Now, why is this a tiny little person over here? Look at this. A goddamn tiny person. Is that a... That's a little ass cat girl, y'all. Her name is Unicoder. Well, that's a heck of a name. She's just a tiny little person. Alright, I don't mean to get hung up on her size. Let's go over here. Okay. Just looking at that little pet he had a water imp. You know, in Final Fantasy, they have like a bunch of pets. Like, I think you can buy just about everything off the market. I don't know how true that is, but I do know there's a lot of stuff you can buy. And I've seen many pets, like pages and pages of pets that you could buy. And I like pets. And so I was happy to see that. That's a damn big mount right there. It's like an airship. You know, WoW's been making mounts bigger and bigger. And there's a mount. You know what? Y'all know I did like the thing on Siren Island, got the meta achievement and got the mount. And it looks kind of like that. Except the one you get in WoW's got guns on it. And you can actually shoot them. So that's really cool. Gosh darn nose is sniffling, y'all. Hi, yi. What is he doing? Calm down, boy. He throwing your arms up at me like that? He said, this is Mefford. He says, that's how it is to be then. Hang on one sec. Oh. I didn't know that was coming. I wasn't telling y'all to hang on so I could burp in your ear, I promise. That came out of nowhere. I actually had to scratch my chin. And I can't talk and itch myself at the same time, y'all. I just don't have the bandwidth for all that. So let's see. The bloody hero might as well kill Galen herself. Oh, well, come on now. That's no way to be, Mefford. Mefford said, spit on the elementals and spit on their bloody will. I cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I mean, okay. Just because... Huh. You know, that's not how I would feel about it if I were in that position. But you know, everybody's different. Okay, let's see the follow-up. It's called Helping Horn. Right, so we're still working on the wounded comrade, y'all. Trying to get him some amoxicillin. The boy's done got himself an infection. Mefford said, I led my men to Quarry Mill, hoping to find refuge. Instead, we found indifference. The cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is, some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hells, Galen can't even stand. Okay, you're going to have to carry him. You know, you're going to have to buck up a little bit, you know. Mefford says, as you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us, so I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, long antelope horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. That's alliteration. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. 4 horns, huh? That's a lot. That's a mite many horns, y'all. You know, that's a mite many. I don't know why 1 wouldn't be enough. I can't imagine you need 4 antelope horns. You know what he's going to do, this son of a bitch. I'm going to tell you right now what he's going to do. He's going to use probably like a quarter of a horn, you know, to make up his little poultice. That's what I'm going to call it. Thank you, brain, for once you pulled up a word for me. Half the time it don't do what I want it to do. The other half of the time it's doing shit I don't want it to do. But a poultice, he's going to use a quarter of a damn horn to make a poultice, and then he's taking those other 3 3/4 horns to the fucking pawn shop is what he's going to do. You know, I know exactly what he's going to do. Think about it, y'all. Antelope horns are huge. It's bullshit. Oh, that's a cute mount. I don't think the little orbs floating on top of it are part of the mount, though. I think they just like a part of her character. Yes, she's got that because she's in the gathering. You know, you have like when you go in your gather form or put on your gather gear, you get a little ability that kind of hides you. It kind of stealths you from the bad guys so they can't get you. Yep. Okay, I see we've got to go up here. Where am I? I'm right here. Helping horn. Just gonna run up here. Somebody's on foot. They must be low level. Oh, they 26. Maybe they just forgot to mount, or they hadn't got that far in their quest, you know. Not everybody just focuses on the main quest, you know. I think it's level 20 in the scenario quest, not level 20 for the job, you know. They may be something like a world content doer, you know. They might be out here doing, you know, fates, having fun with that. They might be doing dungeons, you know. You just never know. Just derping about. That's the best thing, you know. When you don't, if you ever just playing a game and you don't know what to do, just derp about. Just bum around a bit. You'll figure out something to do. So we got to kill. Okay. I'm not getting fucking bunny headed this time. They ain't putting no dunce cap on me this time. I'm going to do my rotation right. We going to do it right. All right. We're going to use the ninja. Nope. Nope. Right here. Boop. It's already. I done fucked up. Like, do I not know anything? Okay. Well, let's try again. Hold on. Let me read these tooltips for a second so I can figure out what I'm supposed to do. Because I've been confused ever since I became a damn ninja. You know, we graduated from rogue to ninja. High school to college. Okay, so let's see. Let's read ninjutsu. It says executes a specific action coinciding with the combination of mudra made beforehand. Okay. If any other action is used before the mudra are combined and the ninjutsu executed, ninjutsu will fail. Okay, so this ability triggers the cooldown of weapon skills, mudra, and ninjutsu. Okay. And then this one is make the ritual. So I remember getting this one alongside with this one. So the sequence makes me think that we need to understand these two things, you know. Make the ritual mudra hand gesture for heaven. 6-second duration, 2 charges, triggers the cooldown of weapon skills, mudra, and ninjutsu. Okay. So I think what we do is we do this, and we do this, and then maybe we go through these, and then we do this again, and we're cycling. We'll try that. That's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to do it. Here we go. Just like this. Just like that. Just like this. Okay, no fucking rabbit ears yet, you fucker. I think we figured it out. Now I think you keep going through the chain, and when you get to the chain, you start it over again. Gosh, y'all, I'm very clever. Woo, just like that. And then we go like this again, and then we do that, and that. Uh-huh, yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. Boo, and boo, and then we start over, and we'll always have enough charges, I think, to do that. Okay, so I'm doing, goddamn y'all, I'm a fucking ninja now, a real deal ninja, very ninjas. I couldn't think of a funny word. Ay, ay, ay. Very ninjatic. There you go. I did it. That was what, thank you, brain. Very ninjatic. You know, it's a play on ninja. It's a play on energetic. Ninjatic. I'm copywriting it. Yoshi, you can't have that when I know he's hanging around, y'all. I can sense when he's here. My Yoshi radar goes off. Waylon says, oh my god, she figured out video games. Hell is freezing over. Gosh darn it, Waylon. You know I be doing good at these games. Just a hellified, bona fide gamer. But hello, Waylon. It's good to see you. Hope you're doing good. Let me get a sip of Coke before I start with this boy. There ain't no telling. He'll have my mouth so damn dry I won't know what to do. Feel like it's stuffed with cotton balls and fucking pine cones. So let me get a sip of Coke before I start with him. That was a swallow. Let me get another one. For good measure. I want to do my due diligence, you know. Because this game be like a yapping simulator sometimes. These damn NPCs, they don't never shut up. Waylon said, you aren't supposed to sip Coke. You are supposed to snort it. Waylon, oh my gosh. Oh my Lanta. No, you didn't. Oh, I wonder what it would be like, you know. I bet it would be all kind of fun, you know. I think it makes you way more creative. I think that's why all the movies from the 80s were so good. And like the music was so good. Let's see. Waylon says the bubbles make your nose tickle. Yes. Yes. Okay, Meffred. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. Well, you know what, Meffred? I got 4 horns. I sure as heck too. I got 2 on my head. I got 6 altogether. Let's see. Let me read this. Long antelope horns. So y'all, you know, if you weren't here before, the reason why he wants these horns is to make some kind of medicinal poultice, because his boy, you know, got injured in combat and then got an infection. You know, as we established, they got magic, but they ain't got antibiotics and Tylenol, you know, so... But he wanted 4. Yeah, that's definitely a possibility. That did cross my mind. I said, you know, he wants 4. He's going to use 1/4 of one for the poultice, and then he's going to pawn the other 3 3/4. You know, pocket the change and not give me not nary a thing. But Waylon has pointed out that he probably wants them for a butt plug. And that did cross my mind, you know, him and his little twink buddy, you know, it's just he's got a large social circle, okay, he's got more than just his buddy over here. There's one right there, that might be the injured one, I don't know. Meffred said, you're a godsend adventurer. I know. It's about time somebody recognized it. They don't, you know, they don't really put the props where they should a lot of times. He says, praise Ralgar. There's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to figure a way to prepare them. Well, hold on now. Hold on a damn minute. I thought he knew how to do this. I mean, why in God's name would you send me out to go kill antelope and cut their fucking horns off if you don't even know how to make the remedy? You know. God. I guess you know what? I might have to put my doctor hat on. You know, fucking Nurse Natalie to the rescue over here. They gonna put it on me to figure it out. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscarin. Yes, I know Sussy Bussy. He runs a dive bar. I know yes, I know Sussy Bussy. Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Well, yes, he's a pretty good guy. I can speak to his character. It's quite magnanimous. But you know his bar's going to hell because people are getting in fights over there all the time. Bunch of drunkards, scallywags, and so on. Mefford said, seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. Well, you know, sometimes whiskey is the best medicine. He says, I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to them and have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back and give it to Pharamond here. Godspeed. Okay. Now we got to go take this to Sussy Bussy. Oh, y'all, my body's betraying me. Let me look on my map here. Okay, it's just over there. It's just a hip hop and a bit bop. Let me mount up. Boo, whoop, just like that. Headed over. Poor antelopes, look at them. You see the size of those horns? You see that? Do you see them? There ain't no way it takes 4 horns for this. I'm telling you right now. Whether he's going to put these things up his butt and his friend's butt, or he's selling them on the pawn shop. I'm telling you right now, he's not being forthright with me. Cute ass little bridge. You see the leaves falling. I love that. Oh, these are, hold on. These are, I don't mean to get sidetracked, but these are just land fish. They're calling them smallmouth Oberon. You know, if y'all have ever done any fishing, you know, you got smallmouth bass, big mouth bass, etc. Whatever they are. But these are smallmouth Oberon. These little land fishes, y'all. Okay, kind of like land shark. Y'all play Rivals. You know about Jeff the land shark. Rivals is heck of fun. Me and the girlfriend been playing that a lot. It might wind up on stream at some point soon. I be talking, y'all be calling me toxic. You'll be saying toxic Natalie because I be talking trash. Let's see, Buscarin. Here he is, the man of the hour, Sussy Bussy. Buscarin says, Natalie, ever aside. He's flirting straight out the gate, y'all. He's drinking his own medicine, you can tell it. Calling me a sight for sore eyes. Says, how fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Yes, I do, and it's not my titties. It is not my tatas, Sussy Bussy, unfortunately for you. The girlfriend says, B-loop. I've been trying to perfect, y'all, the B-whoop. The B-whoop sound. That's what Lucy does on Disenchantment. He's the cute little demon that everybody thinks is a cat. He's just too damn cute. Even though he's evil. Buscarin says, well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make a medicine, you say? I do say, yes I do. But Scarin says, here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. Hey, I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend once used it to treat my festering wound. Years and years ago, safe to say, he saved my life. Y'all, basically, Sussy Bussy got the clap, and he needed some penicillin, and so they ground down some antelope horns and made it out of that. Yep, don't go getting the clap, y'all. So I always say use protection every time before I have sex. I eat at least 1 or 2 condoms. You know. But Scarin says, what's that? This is for an Alamegan soldier inquiry meal. Heh, so it comes full circle. Well, I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. That's right, he does owe me, y'all. He owes me big time. Let me get a sip of Coke. Let me just check in with this person right here real quick. What's they got? Probably nothing. I just want to see. Oh, it's some dye. You know, that might be worthwhile later on. You know, I get into dyeing my gear and stuff. But you know, right now, I ain't all about that. I wouldn't mind a touch of transmogging, though. Get me out of this damn quilted looking, gambeson looking shit I'm in. Out here in Alameda. Where are we at now? In the Shroud. Okay, but we was out in Alamigo. Or whatever, out in the fucking desert. And I'm over here wearing a quilt. Look like my fucking grandma stitched it up or something. It's kind of hot, you know. Hate to get heat exhaustion and dehydration, you know. All right, let me get out of here. That's a nice fireplace, by the way. Yep. I was just double checking because I might have spoke too soon. I wanted to make sure it was actually nice. Let's see. Okay, over here in Quarry Mill, we'll just jump over there, a little teleport. There it is. I'm gonna have to go tinkle again in just a couple of minutes. I chugged I think it might have been a mistake to chug the rest of that last cup of coffee. I think it was a mistake. So Pheromone says, it is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Okay, is he your brother actually, or is he your friend, you know? It's like, because I get the whole brother, you know, brother in arms, etc. There's brotherly love, you know. But I want to know, is it figurative, or is he actually the brother? Did they say, and I forgot? Pheromone says, God's bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galen receives treatment at once. Okay. Says, hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Well, very good. I'm happy I could help, you know. I'm just something of a do-gooder, you know, a little goody two-shoe out here just trying to save the world, y'all. Eorzea has been going to hell in a handbag, and I'm out here trying to right the fucking wrongs, y'all. I'm a goddamn knight errant. A knight errant, y'all. Let's see. Okay, let me check and see what level my hands are here. fingerless? Let's see, 25, 26. Oh my gosh. So these are an upgrade. Okay. But are these the right ones? No, because they got the magic shit on there. Let me look. These are the ones right here. Heck yeah. Complete. Oh yeah, look at that. Leveled up. Heck yeah. Wasn't expecting that. It snuck up on me. But you love to see it. I got 10,000 something rogue experience. Level 33, y'all. Big girl. Oh, hang on. Let me put my gloves on. Because I be done forgot. Be level 40. That shit'll still be sat right there in my bags. Not doing nothing for me. The game don't think they're an upgrade. Hold up. Let me see what's going on here. That's got to be wrong. Oh, no, I was looking at it wrong. Is what it was. The ones I had on were 20. Huh? I derped. I did a derpy poo. We looked at it backwards. Never mind. It's not an upgrade. Never mind. Everybody switched from being very happy to unhappy again. Hate to bring your spirits down. Let's see. Okay, okay, before I start with him, I have to tinkle, y'all. Give me just a minute or so, and I'll be right back. Okay, y'all, it was just a quickie. I'm back. Let me get a sip of Coke before I get started. Okay. Okay, Meffred. He says, Avenger, Galen has gone missing. He's nowhere to be found. Oh my God. Why is it always a fucking drama? You know, it's just a drama here, drama there. He says, he shouldn't be walking about. Not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's likely to deteriorate to where it was before, or worse. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's generally how it works. Yeah. Rest, medication, you know, don't overexert yourself. A lot of times they don't want you lifting more than 20 pounds. Depends on what you had done. Could be 5 pounds, you know. You just never know. Meffred says, we need you to help us find him. And quickly, start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Okay, I'm tell you what, I'm getting tired of dealing with her, honestly. Every time, it's become a damn nightmare. Every time I go over there, she don't help. And she spends half her time complaining. You know, she's a negative Nancy is what she is. I'm a fucking walk over here like a boss lady. Scare her a little bit. Just trot right up to her. Pull up on her. Show her the heater if I have to. You know, you flash the heat at them, that gets them, you know, that'll calm them down. Albreda says, finally. Oh, finally, is it? Oh, is that where we're going? Finally, so sorry. So sorry I kept you waiting. You know, my apologies. God. It's about time you came asking about Galen. I watched him leave Quarry Mill some time ago, and he's left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. Well, fucking good for you. I'm glad he can confide in you. I don't know why he does with the attitude you got on you. Straight up sass mouth. God, give me some fucking soap. Wash that mouth out. Alberta says, my brothers, now this is his note, okay? My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to Little Alamigo. Blasted. Would that have known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. Yeah, sure you woulda. She wouldn't have done shit, y'all. Y'all know that, right? She hadn't, just like she hadn't done anything since we been here. She still just stood here in front of this house or whatever it is. You know. She's not a woman of action. That's me. I'm the doer of things. Alberta says, the love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. I mean, maybe it is, maybe it ain't. You know, you're getting ahead of yourself, girl. He might be more capable than you know, even with an infection and so on. You know, not every man that gets an infection, it gets to the point where they just can't do shit, you know. It's a fucking infection. You know, I mean, come on. He's got a fever, he's got an infection. It's not like he lost a leg, you know. I mean, come on. We're back with Meffred. Meffred says, out in the wilds alone? That fool! That great big sentimental fool! Well, at least he's sentimental. You know, that can be a good thing or a bad thing. Depends on how sentimental you are. It's kind of on a spectrum. Meffred says, my men and I will scour the word for Galleon. Please help us find him before something terrible happens. Okay, I could, you know, I'll go look for him. But before I go out there, I've got to get a sip of Coke Zero. You know, just hold on a minute, Meffred. Allow me to sip. I mean, I know he's burning up with an infection. He's running all around in the forest, probably not in his right mind anymore. You know, you get a fever, you start hallucinating. If it gets like 102, 103, you start having hallucinations. They'll take you, if you go to the ER, they'll put you in a goddamn ice bath, y'all. Let me get a sip of this Coke, though. I'm sipping Coke. Galleon don't have much time. Let me get another sip. He'll be alright. We're going to get him some, you know, antelope horns, rub it on his balls. He'll be fine. You know, crushed antelope horn solves everything, y'all. Let me get on my mount. Let me get on my house. I know it's a bird, but I'm going to call it a house because I enjoy doing so. You know. That's the best reason to do anything, just because you enjoy doing it. Hey, a lot of people these days have forgotten that. I see him already. Oh my God, let me look. He was 100 meters from the place. You know, they sent out a search party. He's just over here. Yeah, he don't look like he's doing too good. I reckon I'll talk to him. I really have other stuff I need to be doing, you know. Queenly type stuff, but I'm going to help Galen. We're going to rub some antelope cream on his balls. You know, I don't plan my days, y'all. We kind of just fall into them. Oh, he's like, watch out, a goblin. Oh, it's a goblin. Oh, goddamn. He about to be gobbling his dick, y'all. You know what goblins do. It's ninjutsu time. Oh, he's got some fireworks. Y'all ain't that cute. Well, I'm gonna take them and stick them up his ass for him. Put a cherry bomb up his butt. He might like it. Y'all know that one time a man took a gerbil and put it in a balloon or something. This is crazy as hell, and you'll have to, I'm gonna butcher this, but you know what? No, goddamn it, I got it right. I'm the only one that got the story straight. I am the top reporter, okay? I started to start a news channel before I made, Natalie XOXO. It was going to be Natalie at 5, okay? Because that's how good of a reporter I am. But yeah, one time, y'all, a man took a gerbil. He was a sexual pervert, and he put it in a balloon, and he had his partner put it up his ass for him. And I thought, maybe they tied a string to a gerbil's tail and put it up his ass, And I reckon that, I hope to God they at least clip the gerbil's claws or whatever, because, he's just in there tearing your fucking intestines up otherwise. And I heard about that, y'all, and I said, God damn. I said, God damn, help this man, fuck. But yeah, that's just a tidbit, That's just a tidbit. Okay, we over here with Galen. I don't know how we got on the gerbil story, but I felt like it needed my special touch, y'all. Like, I know other people had reported it, but they hadn't handled it the way I was gonna do it. I'm here to give you the cold hard facts, Girlfriend says Natalie News Network, the triple N. Yeah, I'm gonna start another channel. We'll call it the Natalie News Network. I got that secret knowledge, reporting on the hot topics in only the way that I can, hitting the hard facts. Let's see. Oh, okay, he found him quick. I don't know if Mifred's over here out angling Galen. It might be the lighting, but he's got this twink beat, y'all. Galen looking a touch smooth in the abdomen, but you got this man over here. Gosh, the muscles. Oh. Okay, I don't mean to get so distracted. Mefford says, Galen! Okay, they've turned to face each other. They're going to converse. Galen says, Captain, my captain. He didn't say that, y'all. I added it, but that's what he was thinking. Oh, Captain, my captain. He says, but why? You should all be on your way. No, you've got an infection, mister. You got to come home and let them rub the antelope cream on your butthole. They never said where he had the infection, y'all, but we could all imagine it had to do with sexual antics or, some kind of sexual gymnastics, Let me get a sip of Coke Zero. But we got the antelope cream. Okay, Meffred's, he's uppity. He says, who do you take us for? We're Alamegans, and Alamegans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Oh, okay, Meffred. Okay, I see you. I hear you. That was my eardrum, boy. Gosh. Mefford said he's still going, y'all. He's in the thick of it. He says, remember the oath we swore. God's damn it, the oath to reclaim our homeland. We've set foot on Alamegan soil again. Together or not at all. Do you understand me? Oh my God. Okay, Daddy Mefford. God, are you his father? I kind of get like he's his daddy, in that connotation. but he's acting like his father. You know, that can be a turn off, you know. Oh my. The tucked chin and everything. Dominance asserted right here. Look at that. Can't even meet the eyes looking at his feet. Galen says, yes, sir. Okay. They might put him in a stockade, y'all. And he might like it. Okay, I'm done, y'all. No more of that. We're done with that. Mefford says, good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a oh my God, I knew it. Y'all, we're not done. We're not done with it. He says, as soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing. You'll wish you didn't. You'll wish we didn't find you. I knew it, y'all. Galen's going to the stockade. Okay, Mefford says, I can't thank you enough for saving Galen. I will see you back at Quarrymill. Wow. Just wow. Let me look over here. I see some tents I want to check out. Oh, this is a goblin. Okay, never mind. It's a goblin camp. I thought it was some nice abandoned tents. Hang on, let me mute my mic a sec. Okay, I think that's better. Had to clear my throat. Okay, we're going up here. This game, of all the games I play, this one gives my voice the most workout, you know. It kind of runs me ragged a little bit because I be getting into reading it, and it makes my throat a touch sore sometimes. But it's fun. How do you get back in this place? It ain't down here. That's the sewage, y'all. You see that? There's a turd floating right there. You don't want to get in that water. Wind up like Galen with a damn infection. Probably, well, no, we know that's not where he got it. We figured it out. What is that? I don't know. I don't know. I won't get distracted though. Let me talk to Mefford. Okay, Mefford says Galen's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. There you go. Words to live by. You know. You try to give a beggar a ham sandwich and they slap it out your hand and they say, no, fuck you. Give me a pimento cheese or fuck off. I mean, that's been my experience. I don't know about y'all. Let me see. Oh, Glamour Prism. Oh, okay, cool. That's a y'all, I learned about transmog, but I hadn't done the first thing about it yet. I like to go back to my cute little Makote outfit. Okay, let me see. Altered. You know what? I'm just going to take the silver. You know, till the story gets up to about level 30, we're just going to take the coin, because even if I get a gear upgrade, it's going to be so damn little, it just don't matter no way. What really matters is how good I am of a ninja. You know, when I be whacking these fuckers, chunking shurikens and stuff, sweeping that leg, crane kick just like the Karate Kid. That's what matters. Okay, Mifrid wishes to repay your kindness. Okay. All right. Who dat? Yanu Rasku. Okay, cute little cat girl. She's not reading the quest, so y'all, unless she reads a lot faster than me, which could very well be possible because y'all know I don't do stuff fast. I just ain't about that quickness. Mifrid says, excuse me. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. Did I want... Am I forgetting something, y'all? What did I want of him? He says, you've proven a true friend of my people. Ask of me anything, and it is yours so long as it's mine to give. Okay, I mean, that's generally how it works. I mean, you can't just give me your friend's house or your mama's house or, you know, one of your soldiers' cars or something like that. You know, you can't give that which is not yours to give. So, you know, you didn't really have to tell me that, Mifrid, but, you know, it just is what it is. Mifrid says, the cooperation of the people of Little Alamega? That's all? Far be it for me to question your desires, of course. Very well. I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundobald. All right, so he's going to help us get in good. Yep. That was the whole thing, right? That's why we came here, and that's how long some of these stories are. That hell, you forget why you here because you start doing all this other ancillary stuff. You know, and before you know it, you done forgot the main reason you was here, and it was to win over the people of Little Alamega. You know, we kind of got caught up with the boy with the infection, didn't we? Oh, she got her a pants upgrade, y'all, and it was a mistake. She's showing off, you know, these pants, these shorts. Yeah, they're not flattering on her. You know, she's a cute little cat girl, but these, you know, them shorts ain't doing much for her. You know, the legs could stand to be a touch higher. You know, when I wear shorts, I like to show off a little bit of cheek, y'all. You know, maybe the bottom 20%. It's just kind of how I am, though. Not everybody, you know, some people say you look like a slut. It's whatever, you know. I don't be wearing granny fucking pants, you know. Mifrid says, the old bear was my mentor. Oh, right, okay. We back with Mifrid. When I first joined the resistance, he's talking about Gundobald. Okay, y'all, he's talking about Gundobald. When he first joined, he says, he's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I've no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Okay. Very good. Let me scratch my eye. I feel like I just got an eyelash in my eye. That's the worst thing ever. Hi-ya-ya. It's the last thing I need. Damnable eyelashes. Okay, I think I got it. Well, no, there it goes again. It's not funny. Seriously. Okay, there we go. Okay, where I gotta go? Okay, let's see where that's at. I think it might be a ways off. Right, yep. It's quite a ways. We just poured over there. Southern Thonolin. Okay, it's called Come Highly Recommended. Okay. Wait, what is that? Is that... I already got the choke. Okay. I wanted to make sure I'd already got the Chocobo Keep Path or whatever. It's basically like Final Fantasy's versions of Flight Pass, you know, before they added flight to the game. Okay, so I go down. All right, let me hop on the Chocobo. Boop. And we'll head through this little cavern. You know, it's a cavern, but it's not cavernous. You know, not all caverns are cavernous. You know, you got little caverns too. You know, if it's small enough, you can just call it a hole. You don't even have to call it a cavern. You know, and then you got caves as well. And then it just all starts to get so goddamn confusing. I don't even know why I started talking about it. You know, it's okay. We're going to talk to Gundobald. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. Oh my God. I'm going to tell you, I remember not liking him. Well, he's about to change his little tune is what he's about to do when I give him this letter. This is Mefred's recommendation, and Mefred had a high standing with the people, y'all. The peoples of the good peoples, the good folk of Little Alamega. Okay, so this is going to change his tune. It says, a quickly drawn up letter addressed to one Gundobald. Here you go. Put this in your fucking pipe and smoke it, mister. There we go. Let's see what he says. He's stuttering. Got him stuttering, y'all. He's on the back foot now. Who the fuck's laughing now, big boy? Huh? Who's laughing now? Gundobald says, You spoke with Mefred? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Yeah. Let's see what else he's got to say. He says, whoever you know damn well who I am, boy. Don't you even fucking try to play. You know goddamn well exactly who I am. I am the fucking warrior of light. Stood right in front of you. You know who I am. Talking about whoever you are. Y'all see this? Very upsetting behavior. It says Mefred sees you as a friend, and any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. That's right. That's what I like to hear. It says, I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. Okay, we'll get to yapping. Well, you know what? Hold on, my eyes itching. He's gonna have to do his yappings another time. Because we've been going about 4 hours. And that's probably a good place to stop. Let me head back to Limsa so I can wind down with y'all. I like to sit down to do it. Get comfy cozy. Let me get a sip of Coke. Wet the whistle. Do y'all do that? Do y'all have to wet the whistle sometimes? That's what my daddy used to say. He'd say, wet your whistle. I've been talking about him a lot today. I think that's about the 3rd time I mentioned him. He's kind of been on my mind lately. Miss him a touch. Let's go in here. We'll go down to the drowned winch. Hop up here like the fucking cat queen I am, and we'll go to the drowning winch. Y'all, how long has this place been here? And they still call it the drowning winch. Like, if it's been like 5-6 years, this woman's been fucking drowning, and she ain't drowned yet. I think we need to change the name to drown, because I think she drowned a long time ago, y'all. It don't take 5, 10, 15 years to drown, you know. It only takes about 3 to 5 minutes. But, you know, if you're a good swimmer, maybe you can do 5 minutes of breath holding. I don't know. That's a heavy burden to bear. I don't want to put that on y'all, you know. But she drowned a long goddamn time ago, okay? Need to change the name. Let me sit down. Have a seat, cat girl, little sand kitty. There you go. All right. I had a good time with y'all today. As is usual, never not have a good time with y'all. Y'all are just a delight. But yeah, we got quite a lot done. You know, we did our main quest. Just another day saving Eorzea. Actually learned how to do my rotation, thank goodness. You know, had a bit of guidance, you know, we figured it out. Oh yeah, and we went to that we were just going to start out with the main quest, and then Cliffy stopped by and was like, hey, you know, there's this cute little event going on over on the Oceanic cluster. And we went to like this little Lalafell, the little Lollygaggers event, and it was cute as all hell. It was like the March of the Lollyfells. And that was a lot of fun. Then we got on that main quest, y'all. A lot of chatting, a lot of yapping. So, just thank you everybody that came out today, spent some time with me. Everybody that chatted, thank you. Everybody that lurked, thank you as well. And everybody that will watch the VOD, thank you all very much. I appreciate all the support I get. Let's see. So let's think what today. Today is Saturday. So tomorrow is Sunday. And I'll be live again tomorrow at 10 a.m. sharp on the dot. We back on the horse now, y'all. We's officially back. We even got a clip cut the other day and got a VOD up. So we getting everything back going again. We doing better. Everything's coming along nicely. There was something I needed to tell y'all, and now I remember. So here's the important thing to tell y'all. Next Wednesday, the 18th, I have a doctor's appointment to follow up. You know, I've been having a touch of trouble, but things are better. Things are going great, much improved. And I got a follow-up at Wednesday, Wednesday 18th at 10:45 a.m. So unfortunately, I won't be streaming Wednesday. I will be at the doctor getting looked at. But I think that was the one big thing I needed to remember to tell y'all. So, no stream Wednesday. Be back Thursday after that, 10 a.m. So tomorrow, Sunday, 10 a.m. Look forward to Oblivion. I love Oblivion Remastered. And that's just been filling up my Sundays real nice. I've been enjoying that. I have fun, just fucking loads of fun playing it. And I had a heck of a lot of fun today too. Yeah, so other than that, I just hope that y'all have a really good rest of your day, and that whatever you find yourselves doing, I hope you take joy in it. I really do. So until next time, I'll see you all later. Bye-bye for now.